saw that coming? Who saw that? Yeah, okay. Mm-hmm. It's amazing. It's not even, it's not why. It's just there's no reason anymore to there's just no reason to pay attention to media. I mean, there just isn't. I mean, last time it was, there was a mistake. Pagano and Grigson were staying, but they were really going. We didn't screw up. And now, we didn't. It's amazing to me. And I'm not getting into it because it's really not worth it. But I am getting into it because it's so ridiculous that I didn't even read it and I'm not retweeting. It's just the way it is. Well, hey, look, I said Jeff Brom was going to Louisville. I was wrong. I came on the show. I came on national radio, and I said I was wrong. Period. Wrong. Now, I didn't get into what really happened. I didn't really tell you what really, really happened with Brom. Because the bottom line is I said what I said and I was wrong. But these media guys, damn, Kravitz and Doyle, they got to explain. And then when you challenge them, you got their editors, well, everybody in the building hates you. You've been suspended. Yeah, because, hey, what are you going to do? Two frickin' producers and an afternoon host hate me. Big deal. If they liked me, I would be worried. We got a monster today, McAfee at 12:15. He's doing his first game. He's doing Detroit and Green Bay. We got to talk to him. Teddy Greenstein covers college football like nobody else, particularly Notre Dame. We're going to talk to Teddy G. 1 o'clock at 12:30. 1 o'clock, Dave McGinnis. You know Dave, he's a long time NFL coach, including being a head coach. He's now the analyst for the Titans, and we're going to talk to Coach McGinnis at 1 o'clock. We wanted 1 o'clock because we wanted a long time with him because we got to talk to that man. Kevin Bowen's going to join us. It's absolutely fantastic, this show that we have today. It is. It's great. I don't get in Twitter battles no more. I don't get in over the radio battles, but it just is amazing to me how media just cannot say, hey, we were wrong. Who's hot over the last 9 games in the NFL? You want to know? Colts are 8-1, Bears are 8-1, Saints are 8-1, Texans are 7-2, and the Chargers are 7-2. There you go. There you go. How about them apples? How about them apples? Hottest team, but it all doesn't matter. It all does not matter. Because, you know what? At the end of the day, At the end of the day, you got to win this game. Nothing else matters. There is not a thing out there that matters even a little bit. It doesn't matter. Hey, you got to keep Mariota in the pocket. Doesn't matter. You got to win the game. Yes, you do. You got to keep him in the pocket. I was listening to Coach Venturi this morning on Mike and Joe's show, and it was fantastic. It was absolutely fantastic. And he's so right. All you got to do is watch. All right, you got to stop Henry, and the Colts have been all right at stopping running backs. Henry's a different breed, though, because he's fast and he's strong, and he's got a hell of a stiff arm, which I love. I mean, how many of guys our age didn't throw a stiff arm at people? That's all we ever did. The stiff arm was your greatest tool. There's nothing better than a good old-fashioned stiff arm, one to, get off me. Walter Payton was our guy growing up, man, and when he stiff-armed, you were armed. So, hey, look, and that's what Derrick Henry has. You got to bring Derrick Henry down. I also heard Coach talking about, what did I say the other day? Deion Lewis. Deion Lewis scares me in this game. Coach said he can go to 4-10 in no time. You're exactly right, and that is making me nervous because I want this game. I want this game like I'm coaching this game. That's how bad I want this game. True story. Not only do I want this game, I want to get a little greedy, and I want the Texans to lose, and I want a home playoff game. I want to spend my money on the Colts. This Colts team is worth me spending my money on. I'm telling you, it is. Others have not been. This one is. This one, yes. This one, yes, sir. I want the whole experience, the playoff experience. So I will be rooting like a madman, an absolute madman for the Colts, obviously. I am not even thinking about anything else than the Colts, and I'm rooting like crazy for Jacksonville. It's awesome. It's great. What a Sunday. What a Saturday. Going down after the show, getting ready to do Kentucky and Louisville. Awesome. And then going to watch Notre Dame, Clemson, Going to watch Oklahoma, Alabama. I am not as big a Tua fan as you all are. And I'm probably wrong. And I'll probably get crushed. And the reason it probably won't matter is because Oklahoma's defense stinks. Stinks. Oklahoma's defense plays in a bad league, and Oklahoma's defense can't stop me. We'll talk to Teddy Greenstein about that. I cannot wait for this weekend. I can't wait to watch Pacers tonight. Pacers are worth spending your money on, people. Pacers are rolling 10-3, got good guys balling. I just don't want Victor Oladipo to become PG-13. We don't need that. Honest to God, we do not need that. Here's no surprise. You want to file this under the no surprise? I'll tell you what it is. No surprise. Odell Beckham's not playing tomorrow. Really? Shocking. Shocking, I say. Shocking. It's unbelievable. It really is. It's incredible. I mean, once a dog, always a dog. There you go, the dog. The dog. So, 317-239-1070 is the number. Dan at 1070, the fan. Can anybody answer this? Any of you media guys, why can't media just say we're wrong? Hey, we're wrong. We got it wrong. That's it. Got it wrong. That's why I don't consider myself media, because I can do that. Hey, I got it wrong. Brom to Louisville, I got it wrong. I don't go into the backstory, which I absolutely know. I don't go into that. Just say you're wrong, you're wrong. That's why my father brought me up. Purdue-Auburn today. I don't know if Purdue's ready to play Auburn. According to ESPN's matchup predictor, there's a 58.8% chance Auburn giving 3.5. Auburn giving 3.5 doesn't seem like a bad bet to me. But I don't bet on teams. I bet on psyches and coaches. And I don't have a good sense of Auburn's psyche. I think Auburn's coach is one of those guys I hope loses. The over-under 60, basically, 59.5. It's a lot of touchdowns. The Bear says that Purdue wins as the underdog. That might be good enough for me. I don't know. What do you guys think? 317-239-1070. I don't know. I do not know. But I know that, Purdue is going to score some points, or at least Purdue's going to play fast, whereby if they get intercepted or they turn the ball over, the other team's going to score some points. So 60 is interesting. What's that, 8 touchdowns? 9 touchdowns? Seems like a lot of points. I just don't know the psyche. I don't know. Is Auburn one of those teams that doesn't care? Is that right? Is Auburn one of those teams that really cares, going to have pride in playing in the Poulan Weed Eater Bowl or whatever it's called? I don't know. I'll have it figured out by 1:30. West Virginia, Syracuse. This is an interesting game from this standpoint. Think about this. I asked a question yesterday, and a lot of you responded. A ton of you responded. I asked the question, do you agree with football players not playing in bowl games and instead getting ready for the NFL? And I had a lot of really interesting responses, but I had a lot of really dumb responses too, which is fine. I ain't mad about it. But 53% said you're okay with it. 47% said no. Well, I thought it would be 80-20. I thought the hearts bled for players so hard. That's what I love about Indiana, man. We ain't messing around. You're on a team, you play on a team. And then when I hit it, I had 107 replies to it. You know, I hit on it, and I always laugh. There's such a physical difference in the people that say no and the people that say yes. And it doesn't mean one's better than the other. There just is. The gruff, tough guy says, absolutely you should play. The little soft guy like, this little guy named, all right, I'll give you one example. Roger Albrecht says, it shows how messed up the world is. It should be 100% to nothing. Okay. I'm just telling you. It's one of those deals where you just go, all right, all right, I think you're on a team, you play. Like a lot of people said, well, if I, you dare to get a job, you're not getting the job by not playing. And a lot of guys get jobs by playing. So, it's not that. I don't know, but it really was interesting to me. It was very, very interesting how they say, or the actual look of the people that the guys that say no look like they've played sports before. That's kind of a breakdown. Now, 11,000 people voted. The guys that say, yeah, oh, absolutely. Some guy from channel whatever here, absolutely. Looked like he'd never walked on a field other than to get an autograph. It's just an interesting dynamic. And neither one are right, neither one are wrong. It's just the way it looked. 11:15, Pat McAfee. 12:30, Teddy Greenstein on the college football playoffs. If you want to read good stuff, follow Teddy Greenstein. I'm telling you, his stuff in the Tribune, the Chicago Tribune, is fantastic. And when Teddy's wrong, he's wrong. He doesn't do like these local guys. Well, nobody saw this coming. Okay. So nobody saw this coming except the guys in the locker room when they brought in Autry, when they brought in Leonard. I mean, but none of the quote experts did. It's amazing. You can't, Greg Doyle and these guys just cannot say I was wrong. Hey, Dan, what do you think about this? Pacers going off 21-1 odds to win the Eastern Conference. I might take that. Put $100 down, you're looking at 2,100. I don't know. I mean, you think about what's happening around the NBA. Pacers are hot. Pacers have the second best record in the league. I mean, our second most wins in the league. What the hell? Now third because the Bucks won last night. Did you see whatever his name is? He got knocked down, got all sad, and kind of sort of maybe wanted to fight Enes Kanter. Oh, baby got knocked down. Oh, man got knocked down. And Cooper got knocked down. Poor baby. He got knocked down. Couldn't handle it. Got up. Kind of wanted sort of maybe to fight. But he wasn't fighting. Funniest of yesterday. Funniest moment. Anyway, the great Pat McAfee is going to join us. The baby got knocked down. He got knocked down in the NBA. I always used to tell people, even in pickup games, look, hey, if you, if you don't want to get knocked down, stay outside the three-point line. That ain't hard. The great Pat McAfee calling Detroit at Green Bay. Are you going to go to the right place? Last time I was with you, you thought in Hartford that's where the Boston Celtics play. Look, the game's in Green Bay. It's called Lambeau Field. You good with that?
I just landed in beautiful Cheesetown just like a second ago. I'm in Green Bay right now. No confusion on another beautiful arena that could be close to Boston, like what happened in Hartford. I'm excited for Sunday, Dan. How are you?
I'm wonderful. Tell me about how'd this all come about? This seems like a late addition. Have you been auditioning with Fox, or what's been going on here?
Man, you got to see me do it. I've been shaking a lot of hands. I've been doing a lot of handshaking. I've been in Fox. I've been at ESPN. I've been with the WWE folks, and it's just right now I'm a free agent media-wise, and everybody kind of sees me in a different role, and Fox is going to be the second game they're going to let me comment the first NFL game. I'm real excited for it. It's just been a lot of handshaking, and I'm just going to take advantage of the opportunity and enjoy the hell out of Aaron Rodgers and Matt Stafford at Lambeau.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. I mean, it's so much fun to do a game. It's not playing, it's not being on it, but it's an absolute blast. Talk about your preparation. Has this been different for you? What have you gone about? What have you been doing?
All right, so I obviously didn't graduate from college. Me, Steve Jobs, Albert Einstein, Kanye West, all college students, okay? And West Virginia University is the Harvard of West Virginia.
Yes, it is. Yes.
I have never read as much as I have read here in the last 2 days of stats and analytics. This guy's doing this at this time. This guy can do this. This guy can do that. I feel like I'm very, very prepared for this, and I'm excited to get in there and see how I can mess it all up.
Yeah, I mean, look, what you need to do is fill your brain with a bunch of stats and don't let your personality come out. That's really important that you know what I mean? That's the move right there, because everybody's hiring you on things that your statistics that you know, not your personality. So don't forget that, all right?
Well, I've been watching a lot of your tape as well.
Okay.
I can get the entire stadium to boo me. I think I've done the right thing in the damn time.
Oh, I'm getting ready to get booed by both fan bases tomorrow, Kentucky, Louisville. So it should be like, oh, man, this will be interesting. Hey, all right, so now you're going to go. What's today for you? What do you do today as an NFL analyst?
Okay. I like the way you pronounce that, by the way.
You're welcome. You got it.
So I have interviews, obviously, with Joe Philbin, Aaron Rodgers, and a couple other people here in like an hour. We got to travel to Lambeau to go conduct these pre-game interviews where I can ask all the hard-hitting questions so I can get an inside scoop on what their plan will be on Sunday. Or just ask Aaron Rodgers what his favorite scotch is, how his relationship going with Danica. And Joe Philbin and I got a 90-minute massage together in the same room in London. So I'm excited to see how these conversations go.
Yeah, and the personal stuff is the best. Ask him. You got any pictures of Danica naked? What do you got? You got anything good? You know what I mean?
I don't think I should do that.
You don't?
Honestly, Dan, see, that's how you get an entire arena or stadium to boo you.
Yeah.
You know, and I've learned from the best in you. You have one of the best WWE heel characters and gimmicks probably in the world right now. In your basketball takes and analytics. For me, I'm just there to have a good time and for people to enjoy it. And if I ask about Danica, it'll be of the utmost respect because I think she could beat my ass and Aaron could definitely beat my ass.
I know, man. Danica seems like she's a badass. She, don't ask about all that stuff. All right. So Aaron Rodgers, you are the modern guy. I am the old curmudgeon. Let me ask you a couple things. Your boys, the Harvard of West Virginia, takes on Syracuse tonight. Your quarterback isn't playing. All right, I'm not trying to put words in your mouth. I'm guessing here. I'm guessing you're good with Will Grier not playing because of getting ready for the NFL, right?
You know, I don't know how I feel about it. I don't think I know enough about Will Grier's scouting. Like, if he's going to be a first-round pick for sure, I don't mind that at all. I don't mind that at all. But if you're not going to be a first rounder, if it's going to be maybe even second rounder, well, if you're going to be third through the rest through seven, I'm kind of mixed emotions about it because you work your ass off with your team and your boys, and that's your brotherhood. You guys grow up together there at Morgantown, especially. You go party together, you work hard together. Those are your boys, and you get one last shot at it. So I don't know how I feel about it, to be honest. If Will Grier goes out there and gets hurt and ruins his NFL dreams, I mean, obviously I'm against it, but it's also one last chance to take the field with your boys. So I'm kind of indifferent about it, but I do like that Dana Holgerson's calling plays again. I think WVU is going to be in a good spot. It's going to set us up for next year, propel us into next year in a fantastic fashion. But I'm not 100%. I guess I'll see where Will Grier goes, and if it's a starter next year, I've been very impressed by him. But for me, that last bowl game, we had a blast because it was me and my boys basically taking the field one last time together. And I'm nowhere near start the quarterback, but that's how I feel.
Yeah, I feel the exact same way. It's kind of exactly what I said the other day about it. I don't know. I mean, I understand it. You know what I mean? I get it. I mean, guys have been hurt, but guys have also played their way into good stuff. I don't know. You know what's funny? I put it out on a Twitter poll, and I thought it'd be like, Pat, I thought it'd be like 85-15 for the kids sitting out, but it was basically 50-50. It was like 53-47. You know what I mean? Yeah. All right.
I I honestly do believe that because I didn't know because Will Grier was up for the Heisman. I think he was the fourth, although there was only 2 Heisman finalists. I guess Will Grier was right off the ballot there, and he has everything you could possibly need to be an NFL quarterback. But for me, it's like, those are your boys. You know what I mean? Like, your college guys are like your boys. You remember them forever. It's just, I hope he gets drafted very high so that the cash can make up for it because that bowl game will be a moment he'll never forget. It's just something to think about.
You're not that old. I mean, did people do that when you were there, or was that not even a thought?
So I was with Pat White, too.
Yeah.
So Pat White he ended up getting drafted, I think, third round to Miami. But he was a Heisman be a candidate. I don't know if he wasn't a finalist. Same with Steve Slayton. And Pat wanted to play because we were all boys. Our group was so tight. It was like we're all in this together. We ain't going to lose a bowl game. We went 4-0 in bowl games. We treated the bowl week like a family spring break. We'd go take over the city, party in the city together. It's just something about that last bowl game with your team because there's nothing like it in the NFL where you all become adults together. You all learn together. You all live together, train together. It's something special. But now, granted, if Will Greer's going to go in the first round, I completely understand him not risking millions and millions of dollars. But if that's not the case, I think he'll regret this like 10 years down the road.
Yeah, that's the kind. And whenever I say that, people call me an old man. Nobody ever calls you an old man. So I'm glad that you know what I mean? I'm glad that at least for the first time ever, my views are not that of some old get off my lawn punk guy. You know what I mean? That's how I get called all the time. So I'm glad. If my views align with Pat McAfee, I've officially become hip. That's it. I feel good about it.
Hey, people have been calling you out of touch, so you've been getting a little defensive about that. So, a little defensive.
Well, I just like to, I take victory laps. You know what I mean? I ain't afraid.
Speaking of victory laps, you got a new producer in there with the same damn name as your last producer?
Yeah, they try to keep it simple for me, big boy. They don't. Like I got married on 7/8/15. My wife is like, I'm keeping this easy for you, kid. Like I'm not screwing. Hey, my man, travel safe. Have a great broadcast. Can't wait to listen to you. Have a fun time, and thanks for taking a few.
No problem. Thank you. You old out of touch, old ass. Big win international. Have a good one.
See you. That's Pat McAfee at the Pat McAfee Show. First broadcast, Detroit versus Green Bay, coming up. 1 o'clock on Sunday. Kilroy's is going to have all the games, but they'll have Pat's audio on it. Teddy Greenstein coming up bottom of the hour. We're going to talk Notre Dame. We're going to talk college football. Then Dave McGinnis, Titans radio analyst, former NFL coach, joins as well.
Hi, this is James Shockey at A Comfortable Climate. From our family to yours, wishing you a very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. We hope you have a successful 2019 and enjoy time with your family and friends this holiday season. If you need us, we're here. Call us at 317-257-HEAT.
That's A Comfortable Climate, 317-257-HEAT or comfyclimate.com. A Comfortable Climate is your trusted local independent American Standard heating and air conditioning dealer.
Attorney CPA Joe Cordell.
You hear the phrase a lot this time of year, Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays. But holidays are not always happy, particularly for guys grappling with a divorce that they didn't choose. Suddenly these husbands and dads are thrust onto battlefields where the fate of everything they care about will be decided. In the meantime, they must await the outcome in someone else's home this holiday season. These men need more than the help of a good lawyer. They need the hope and encouragement of a good friend. Chances are I've described someone that you count among your friends. Be sure to remember him this season.
Contact the domestic litigation firm of Cordell & Cordell to schedule an appointment with one of our firm's Indianapolis area attorneys, a partner men can count on. 317-322-0122 or visit online at CordellCordell.com. That's CordellCordell.com. Office in downtown Indianapolis, 101 West Ohio Street, Suite 1100, Indianapolis, Indiana 46204.
At PAI Medical Group, you don't have to settle for a one-size-fits-all solution, do you, Darren?
That's right, JMV. We have every proven medical solution to restore your hair.
Hey, it's JMV here. Darren Andrews is with me from PAI Medical Group. Darren, hey, tell everybody about why PAI's customized treatment plan is so important.
Everyone's hair loss is different. Some guys have hair loss in the crown area, some in the temples, some throughout the top of the head. So the solution should be customized to your needs. That will give you the results you want. PAI can do that because we have the Artist Robotic FUE, multi-unit hair grafting, and PRP. Each solution addresses specific needs and results.
And PAI is only one of two companies in the entire United States to offer all those solutions. So don't settle for anyone else. Get the best solution and great results like I have. 888-724-5129. WeGrowHairIndy.com for that free evaluation today, or go to my VIP page to see my progress. 888-724-5129. or WeGrowHairIndy.com today. Results guaranteed.
Are you paying too much for term life insurance? There's a tremendous price war among the major term life companies. Rates have dropped dramatically in the past few years. For example, a man age 45 non-tobacco user, $1 million of coverage, $75 per month level rate for the next 10 years. Or a man age 50 non-tobacco can obtain $500,000 of coverage for a monthly premium of only $110 per month, guaranteed not to change for the next 20 years. That's right, level rate guaranteed not to change for the next 20 years. If you're a smoker, we have great rates available for you as well. At Termbusters, we specialize in policies of $500,000 and above. If you're looking for new or replacement term life insurance, call today for a quote at 1-800-569-5440. That's 1-800-569-5440. You're probably paying more than you should. Call Termbusters, 1-800-569-5440, or visit our website at termbusters.net. Remember, 1-800-569-5440. Rates and availability may vary by state. Sample rate quotes based on preferred non-tobacco underwriting. Exam required to qualify.
Hey there, it's Dan Dockage. I'm a diehard Pacer fan, and when it comes to choosing a bank, I chose Key Bank, the official banking home of the Indiana Pacers. They've always got their eye on the financial ball to make sure I'm making progress every play. Key Bank, use the red key. Key Bank is member FDIC.
The Indy Auto Show, the new car show, is going on now at the Convention Center downtown. Get your tickets now at IndyAutoShow.com.
Hey, it's Dan Dockage here for Hubler Chevrolet. Go to drivehublerchevy.com and you will see the largest Chevy inventory in the state of Indiana. That's right, Drive Hubler Chevy. And the 5 Hubler Chevy dealerships all across central Indiana are ready to deal, introducing the 10-year, 200,000-mile limited warranty on all new Chevys. This is only offered at Hubler's 5 Chevy locations. Other dealers cannot give you this peace of mind. 10 years, 200,000-mile limited warranty. Real simple. Click drivehublerchevy.com. Shop Indiana's largest inventory of Chevys. Deals in December: 18 Silverado, $179 a month; 18 Cruze, $159 a month; Trax, $149 a month. Hubler is the Chevy giant in Indiana and the home of the 10-year, 200,000-mile limited warranty. Visit any of Hubler's 5 Chevy locations or click drivehublerchevy.com.
Don't forget The Fan is on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Like and follow The Fan for updates on all things Indy Sports Center.
The Grady and Big Joe Show.
I just like those atmospheres when there are fans of the other team in. It makes it stink really bad when your team loses, when the home team loses.
Right.
But when you win and you watch these Cowboy fans in these ridiculous outfits making their way out of the building and how loud they had to have been walking in.
Oh, they were
like
loud.
That's very enjoyable.
The Grady and Big Joe Show. 10 till noon weekdays on FM 107.5 and 1070 The Fan.
International.
Dan Dockage. Weekdays noon till 3 on FM 107.5 and 1070 The Fan.
Hey, welcome back. Beautiful day outside today.
Check me out.
Our friend Teddy Greenstein, the best in the business. He's with the Chicago Tribune, but he's just legendary all across the world as we know it. Teddy G, happy holidays, all that good stuff. Hope you had a blast. And let me go right into it. I have been all over Notre Dame. I love Notre Dame. I thought that their athletes you wrote the article about the Boykin. I think he is great. I think the quarterback has Satchel, and I think they're going to play well, but I'm not 100% sure. What's going to happen here with Notre Dame Clemson?
Satchel. Man.
It's got Satchel.
I haven't heard about that since Satchel Paige. That's a great word that I'm not going to try to get in my story for tomorrow.
No.
So I'm totally with you. As are, I talked to Sean McDonough and Jesse Palmer, and I'm kind of like, am I crazy, or is this 12.5 or 13-point spread insane? And they think it's nuts. I mean, we all do. There have been lines like this where everybody thinks that's an absolutely crazy line, and then, of course, we're completely proven wrong. But, yeah, I think Notre Dame is this big of an underdog because of Manti Te'o's team. I really think it's sort of quote-unquote punishment for what happened against Alabama when, you had these supporters from the Midwest who thought their team was going to be able to handle that SEC speed, and it didn't happen. And I think, people are maybe thinking this is going to happen again. They're also looking at, Clemson has been unbelievable, putting up giant scores in the last 7-8 weeks. but they haven't been doing it against defenses like Notre Dame's. I mean, Notre Dame is a super solid team without an obvious weakness, with a quarterback in Ian Book who's got a great feel for the position, who moves well, who doesn't make a lot of dumb mistakes, good offensive line, done it, in stressful conditions 12 times this year where they knew if they lost once it was done. So I think it's going to be a very close game. I might pick Notre Dame outright. So, we'll see if you and I are smart or going to look like idiots.
I just read, is anybody talking about this? I just read, I didn't read. I was listening to Dan Patrick on the way in, and I think he had Pete Thamel on, and I love Pete. Yeah. And he was talking about NFL guys are saying that this quarterback for Clemson, and again, here we go, is the best quarterback prospect since Peyton Manning. I'm thinking, wait a second, I thought Andrew Luck was the best quarterback prospect. You know what I mean? It's like, man, come on.
Yeah, I mean, that could be legit, though. I mean, you probably know a little bit about Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
First of all, he was the number one prospect in the nation coming out of high school. So that's pretty good. It's one thing to be a five-star guy. It's another thing to be number one. And then, he gets to Clemson in January, and I think, some people were expecting him to step in at some point this year. Others weren't because they had Kelly Bryant. He steps in, and he's amazing, and he's 6'6", and he's got the cool vibe, and he's a hard worker. So, yeah, I mean, we haven't seen any knocks on the kid, but, nobody's been able to really get a ton of pressure on him. A&M did a little bit, I think, but it hasn't been a lot. So it's early. And when you're that early and you haven't really screwed up yet, sure, people are going to say you're the greatest prospect ever. But the more time people have to take a look at you, sometimes they will find the flaws. But it's a nice contrast with Ian Book, who was like the 58th ranked player in the state of California. And he was going to go to Washington State and play for Mike Leach. And then Notre Dame, convinced him to go there. So nice contrast there, both great quarterbacks. And, yeah, Trevor Lawrence is a big-time prospect.
He is, and I get it. But I think what's really cool about this is all I ever hear in football is, hey, if you got two quarterbacks, you got none. You got to pick a guy, and you got to stick with him, right? Both of these coaches said, nah, to hell with it. Wimbush after 3, and then Trevor comes in after, as you said, Kelly Bryant was the man. The old adage of pick one and stick, not in this game, brother.
Absolutely. And Double D, that's what I wrote about today. Really kind of fascinating how it works, how neither one of these quarterbacks in this game has lost as a starter, and they both subbed in, right around that week 4 time. I mean, Clemson was winning, but just felt like, they needed more, so they turned to Lawrence in the Georgia Tech game, and he throws 4 touchdown passes, and, boom, they take off the rest of the season. They survive that Syracuse game where he gets hurt, and then they're just steamrolling, folks. And Notre Dame, had a really tough decision because they all revere Brandon Wimbush. I mean, he is like the ultimate team guy, just like great leadership skills. They knew it'd be such a slapdown to bench him, but they had to do it because they were, only scoring 22, 24 points a game in the first 3, and he's just not accurate. I think the line from Chip Long, the offensive coordinator, was, we don't want every catch that our receiver makes to be the catch of the day. It shouldn't be like on an 8-yard catch, the guy has to reach behind him with one arm. They could get so much more with Ian Book because he's ridiculously accurate. And, has played some great games this year, played great against Syracuse, and he is really good when the pocket breaks down. So, yeah, Notre Dame is solid. Clemson is great, and let's get it on.
I'm the only human being alive that doesn't think Tua is the greatest player. I think he's inaccurate. I do. But is Oklahoma's defense any good? I mean, are any of these Big 12 defenses any good? You know what I mean? I mean, I don't know. Is it?
Yeah, well, I mean, you'll like my Heisman ballot then because I only had 2 at third. I had Dwayne Haskins an easy number 1 after seeing him.
Did you?
Oh, yeah. After seeing it, well, here's the thing. I mean, the last 2 games I saw live were Michigan, Ohio State, and Ohio State Northwestern in the Big Ten title game. And I've literally never seen a quarterback play that well. I mean, he was ridiculous. I mean, it was seriously funny in the game in Indianapolis how accurate he was and how he was able to avoid the rush. So, Tua for me, look, I don't watch a massive amount of Alabama games. We see highlights. We saw all those games where it seemed like he had more touchdown passes than incompletions. But again, I mean, against Georgia, he was not the same player. So it's one thing when you're doing it, against the worst teams in the SEC, and it's another when you're doing it against the best. So let's see how he comes out against Oklahoma. The people who've studied it say Oklahoma's defense is helpless, and they got no chance to beat Bama.
That's kind of the way I look. I mean, that's a great line. I mean, hey, Coach, your defense has been described as helpless.
Helpless, hopeless. It's amazing because, like, think about the athletes on Oklahoma's roster. It shouldn't be like this. Like, if your defense sucks, it should be 50th in the country. It shouldn't be 100th in the country.
Right. Just based on athletic ability, you should be able.
Recruiting class.
Right. Honest to God, why? Okay. So my view then is this: the defensive coordinator is stealing money. That's it.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Well, I think they keep switching them around. I mean, exactly. That's probably the best job in sports right now. I mean, if you can go in there at Oklahoma next year and allow 32 points a game, you're like a legend because you're doing so much better than the last guy did.
I think you should be not allowed to be in the national Final Four if you give up 40 points to Kansas.
That should just be rule number one. When they go through the bylaws, conference championships are important, and your non-con, and your secondary stats. But then there's the Kansas rule.
Yeah, you gave up 40 to Kansas, people. Now, look, I'm sorry, but that disqualifies you. And now maybe Les Miles going there makes it a little difference. But when you look at these scores, like 37, I mean, 21 to Army, who actually scored 60 or 70 in a bowl game, whatever the hell it was. But, man, these are Nintendo or whatever the hell kids play numbers. I got to imagine that right? I mean, Alabama will have a little bit of a lockdown on one end of the field. They'll be better defensively, no?
Yeah, I mean, unless Tua is hurt, I guess he's 85 to 90%. Maybe Georgia gave Oklahoma a blueprint, and Oklahoma's defense was like slightly less horrible right at the end of the season. So maybe it's conceivable, but I think it's really reaching. It's reaching to think that Alabama's going to score fewer than 54 points in that game unless they just get bored.
All right, let's turn to the most important thing, Big Ten basketball. Should Michigan be the number one team in the country?
Well, last time I saw them live, Northwestern had a beat.
Yeah, they did.
In Evanston.
Yeah, they did. You're right.
I mean, so that was Charles Matthews played a strangely poor game that day. I don't know if he was trying too hard because he's a Chicago area kid going up against Vic Law of Northwestern. Those guys were high school teammates. So he really wasn't himself that game. But yeah, man, Michigan's got an amazing resume. Obviously, crushed North Carolina, has done it all. But I guess you got to be excited about how good the Big Ten is. Like, if you're Northwestern at this point and you don't have anything good on the resume, I think it's better to have a great Big Ten, knowing that if you go 500, that's going to mean something versus like Nebraska going 13-5 last year and missing the tournament. All those Big Ten teams are going to lose a bunch of games to have opportunities to beat tournament teams.
Chris Collins needs to go to church more. I'm just saying. I mean, he's been. I mean, honest to God. All right, guys are killing me because I haven't asked you this because you are the Big Ten, Teddy Greenstein, Chicago Tribune. Because everybody listens to this show is basically a degenerate, and they want to know: is Purdue capable of playing with SEC team Auburn? What will happen in this game? You got any feel for that?
Yeah, man. I mean, I did all my Big Ten bowl picks, and not to pat myself on the back, but nobody else will. So, no, I mean, I had Minnesota and Wisconsin. Now, I'm not picking every Big Ten team, but I do really, really, really like Purdue. I mean, I've been talking to – oh, yeah. I mean, first of all, Tyler Trent. I mean, that's, its own category. That's its own reason why that's a check mark if he's going to be watching that game. But I just think Auburn is a very – meh team, meh MEH, right. That kind of deal.
Yeah.
And what's the motivation for Auburn in this game? I really don't see it. It's just been a down year. They just got their ass kicked by Alabama. Not that other teams don't, but whereas if you're Purdue, your record isn't that good, and you really want to win this game. And Big Ten teams get up to play SEC teams in bowl games. And look, what we've seen also from Minnesota and Wisconsin so far is Big Ten football. I mean, certainly not great this year, but maybe better than people think. I mean, that's why the bowl season is fun because you can really see them play against other leagues. So I think Purdue is primed to play a good one. We know that Jeff Brom will have about 19 trick plays in there. he's always looking to put on a show. So I do love the Boilers today.
My man, see, I do too. You've just convinced me because I don't know how you are, but I don't look at it like, all right, what's your record? I kind of look at it as motivation, coaching staff, that kind of stuff. And like everybody's going to be motivated tomorrow, right? I mean, but.
Yeah. I mean, it's funny because everybody says, oh, the more motivated team wins. The challenge is figuring out which team that is before kickoff. Like everybody thought Georgia Tech was going to beat Minnesota because it's Paul Johnson's final game. So that would have made more sense. And it turned out Minnesota clobbered them. Wisconsin, Miami made a ton of sense because Miami doesn't want to play in the North, and Wisconsin had kind of a crummy season. And you could see why they would say, all right, we got so many seniors on this team. We want to play great for them. We want to get Jonathan Taylor 2,000 yards. We want to get Jack Cohn, the quarterback. We want him to feel good going into next year if Hornibrook's not available. So that definitely made sense. And I just think Purdue is going to be fired up to have a great performance.
Well, there's one last. Oh, yeah. I've decided from now on I'm always betting against Southern teams coming up playing in the cold. I saw it twice already here. Miami wanted nothing to do with that game yesterday. It was like
exactly. QB's got his jacket on, 40 degrees. I mean, they're like, get me out of here, man. Get me back on this flight. Give me some palm trees.
Get the hell out of here. You're right. Hey, Teddy, look forward to seeing you this hoop season. Thank you, my friend. Have a great New Year's.
Thanks, Double D. Always a pleasure. See you.
You're the best. That's Teddy Greenstein, top of the hour. Dave McGinnis, Titans radio analyst, Four Winds Lakeside Inn & Marina Hotline. We are rolling today.
Hey, Susan. So tell me everything. How did Tom's visit to the Indianapolis Men's Clinic go?
Oh my gosh, it was amazing. Tom hates going to the doctor, so I drove him to the clinic myself. They even had sports on the TV in our private exam room. It was really cool. The all-male staff and doctors made it easy for Tom to talk about his erectile dysfunction and PE issues. Definitely not your average clinic.
Wow, that's awesome. How did it work when she got home?
Well, I'll spare you the sexy details, but let's just say I'm happier than I've been in a long time. And Tom's being romantic again like he used to be.
I'm so happy for you two. I hated to see you down.
Now that Tom's taking care of his erectile dysfunction, he's back to his old self. He admitted that before he would make up excuses and even slept on the couch so he wouldn't be embarrassed. I had no idea. Seriously, this experience has saved our marriage.
Call 317-999-9000 to book your appointment. $99 office visit. That's 317-999-9000. 999-9000.
Hubler has it. Savings. Hubler has it. Choices. Hubler has it. Hubler has it all.
Hey, Brooke Hubler here with Dan Dakich, and this is the season of giving.
You know it.
So at Hubler Chevrolet, we're giving everyone a 10-year, 200,000-mile warranty.
That's a warranty so huge you can drive around the world 8 times and still be covered.
And right now, get employee pricing on new Chevys, like a new 18 Silverado, just $179 a month. A new 18 Cruze, only $159 a month. Even a new 18 Trax, just $149 a month.
Hubler is Indiana's Chevy giant because they're home to the largest selection of Chevys in all of Indiana.
Hubler has it all at 5 Hubler Chevy locations. Let my family help yours find new roads. Call us at 888-221-5101 or click drivehublerchevy.com.
Hubler has it. Hubler has it all.
24-month lease up to $3549 down plus applicable GMS lease loyalty and other incentives. $0 security deposit with Tier 1 approved credit. All rebates and incentives to dealer 10K miles per year, 25 cents per mile thereafter, plus tax, title, and fees. See dealer for details.
Hey guys, good news. The outrageously expensive Little Blue Pill is now generic, which means you can get the prescription medication to treat ED at affordable prices. And Hims makes it extra affordable. Right now, get your first month supply for free. All you pay is just $5 for your medical consultation when you go to 4hims.com/extra. After that, it's just $30 for a month's supply. Sure beats paying big bucks for just one blue pill, doesn't it? Plus, you won't need an awkward in-person doctor's appointment to get the prescription. Hims has doctors online who can prescribe the medication, and a pharmacy sends it right to your door. It's affordable, private, and incredibly easy. Nobody likes dealing with ED. Now, thanks to Hims, nobody has to. And that's really good news. To get your first order for just $5, you need to go to this exclusive address, 4hims.com/extra. That's 4hims.com/extra for your first month for just $5. 4hims.com/extra.
Our customers tell us that it's easy to love a Shane Company diamond because of its unmatched sparkle. Hi, I'm Tom Shane.
And I'm Ed. With over 30 years' experience as a diamond buying specialist,
I can assure you that the unique way we buy diamonds at Shane Company sets us apart. My team handpicks the most beautiful diamonds in all 3 diamond capitals of the world, Antwerp, Tel Aviv, and Mumbai.
No other jeweler buys diamonds the way we do. We are Indiana's direct diamond importer.
We examine each stone individually and only buy the prettiest diamonds within each grade. Our rigorous evaluation and selection process guarantees that your Shane Company diamond has maximum sparkle, whatever grade you choose.
And everyone in Indiana knows a Shane Company diamond is a natural diamond. We've been importing the prettiest diamonds, all ethically sourced, for 4 generations. Now you have a friend in the diamond business. Shane Company and ShaneCo.com.
Holidays are all about spending time with your families. Tom Roush Mazda in Westfield is a family business. Okay, so what? Well, in their family, as it is with yours, the last name is way more important than their first because it represents the folks who worked hard to get the Roush name where they are today. They want to invite you into Tom Roush Mazda this holiday season to spend time with their family.
Hi, Jeff Roush for Tom Roush Mazda, and I picked out a deal or two that will be sure to catch someone's eye in your family.
Like the 2018 Mazda CX-5, 2.39% for 60 months, or lease for $225 per month. The 2018 Mazda CX-9, 1.9% for 60 months, or lease for only $335 a month. All vehicles only $24.99 due at signing, plus tax, title, and documentation and first payment.
Drop by at TomRoushMazda.com or come see us in Westfield on David Brown Drive at 169th and 31 in Westfield. The Pussycat on Price.
Hi, this is David with Family Heating and Air Conditioning. We want to wish you a happy holiday season and remind you to change your filters.
And I'm Marcus with Family Heating and Air Conditioning. And along with changing your filters, make sure that you're having your system professionally checked for safety and efficiency.
We hope that you take advantage of our low-cost service maintenance program to keep your family safe and warm this winter. And remember, the best contractors use the best equipment.
Nobody treats you like family. Please call us at 317-577-8077.
Family Heating and Air Conditioning is your trusted local independent American Standard heating and air conditioning dealer.
Hi, my name is Ryan Kelly with thehomeloanexpert.com. Get the cash you need and pay off your credit cards once and for all at thehomeloanexpert.com. The Home Loan Expert, LLC.
It's the morning after featuring Jeff Saturday. Everything you need to know about the Colts game the day before. Only on FM 107.5 at 1070 The Fan. Welcome to the Colts Midday Update on FM 107.5 at 1070 The Fan. Here's Matt Taylor with today's report.
Welcome to the Colts Midday Update on FM 107.5 and 1070 The Fan, presented by Shelby Materials. The Colts are gearing up for their regular season finale against the Titans on Sunday Night Football. The winner advances to the playoffs with a record of 10-6, and the Colts are still unsure of who's going to play quarterback for the Titans. Is it Marcus Mariota or is it Blaine Gabbert? We'll discuss more in 30 seconds.
All right, you have the perfect contractor for your project. Now it's time to get your concrete company. Have they called Shelby Materials? We stand behind our work and products. Why? Because it's the right thing to do. We only do quality concrete and aggregates. And we work with an experienced staff that cares. Need a stadium, parking lot, highway, or driveway? Remember, when you're ready to pour, Shelby has your back. We know concrete and aggregates. Learn what you need to know, ShelbyMaterials.com.
Marcus Mariota suffered a stinger last week in Washington and said he felt numbness in his right side after the hit. He has since been cleared from the league's concussion protocol, but is listed on the team's injury report with a neck and foot. He threw in practice on Thursday, but if he can't go, the team would turn to backup quarterback Blaine Gabbert. So how tough is it for the Colts to prepare for two different quarterbacks? Here's defensive coordinator Matt Eberflus for the answer.
Yeah, you look hard at that. You know, we got some snaps on Gabbert and Mariota both. So we know they're both really good players. I think they run their offense. If you look at it, I think they certainly have positives to both that are a little bit different. But I think you play them pretty much the same. And again, we're going to focus on us and focus on our execution first and foremost, and then we'll adjust and adapt a little bit based on what they're doing.
And the Colts actually saw both Mariota and Gabbert in the first meeting between the two teams. Mariota completed 10 of 13 passes for 85 yards. He took 4 sacks and tossed an interception before leaving at the end of the first half. Gabbert completed 11 of 16 throws for 118 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. And that's it for the Colts Midday Update, presented by Shelby Materials on FM 107.5 and 1070 The Fan.
Stockage. Weekdays noon till 3 on FM 107.5 and 1070 The Fan.
All right, I'm giving you a parlay for today. Bet it and win a ton of money. You ready? I'm betting Purdue. I'm betting the under. I'm betting the under in Syracuse game. Syracuse game is my bet of the day. Lock of the day, Syracuse under, and then the third parlay on it and take this and win a lot of money is I'm taking Washington State. Do whatever you like, but don't at me because I'm telling you what's happening. Bet of the day, under. Telling you. The under in Cuse, West Virginia. Just telling you. Me putting this out on Twitter is going to change the line. Let me read this to you and see what you guys think. Listen to this. I was just reading this to Kyle and Kyle, the law firm of Kyle and Kyle. Here's what happens. This is what guys do, man, and this is what I dig. I really like this. I don't get these alerts. I follow these guys on Twitter, these gambling sites, and I never did, but now I do simply because, well, you got to know the lines if you're going to have a radio show. Listen to this. This is from Patrick Everson. He's a great follow, @covers_Vegas. Here's something to chew on as the Pinstripe Bowl goes to halftime. This is from last night. Per MGM, okay, the big Saints bettor, who had a lot of NFL plays up till last week, has returned with two major wagers. First, the bettor is on the Lakers +4 tonight, and that was last night, with a $100,000 bet. Could you imagine? The Lakers covered that +4, by the way, without LeBron. Second, also, the big bettor is on the Bengals +14 at Steelers on Sunday with a $160,000 bet. Can you imagine that? I cannot. These guys don't win all the time. So, don't at me, but that's what happens. But I think the bet of the day is Cuse and West Virginia under. Right now it's at 67.5. That's the bet of the day. Because both can coach. Both guys can coach. And unless it goes to overtime, it ain't getting to 67. Somebody's scoring like 10. Telling you. You got Will Grier not playing. He's the quarterback. I'm sure they have another quarterback. The under is 67, Stephen Thompson. I'm telling you. That's the one to make. Teddy Greenstein was great. Pat McAfee earlier. Dave McGinnis, who is the Titans radio analyst, he's going to join us. We got to figure out, all right, first, is Mariota playing? Second, how good are the Titans right now? Because let's be honest, this is what the Titans do. Titans have been winning some football games. And if the Titans are winning football games, that sets up perfectly for the Colts because the Colts don't care. I mean, let's be honest. 9-game winning streak, Texans, get out of here. Cowboys, 5, get out of here. We'll come back with Dave McGinnis, former NFL head coach, former NFL assistant coach, now Titans radio analyst.
Monday mornings have never been better on The Fan.
I love it. I love it.
Each Monday after the Colts game, join Colts legend Jeff Saturday as he takes you inside the Colts huddle.
Making a full all-in on the offensive line.
It's Saturday on Monday mornings from 7 to 10. Every Monday after a Colts game.
You're watching Andrew get better at it every week.
It's Jeff Saturday with Kevin Bowen and Jeff Rickard.
It's just fun to watch.
Only on FM 107.5 and 1070 The Fan.
Hey, it's Dan Doggett here for DriveHublerChevy.com. 10 years, 200,000-mile limited warranty for free. Think about that. That's only at Hubler Chevrolet. Go to Drive Hubler Chevy or any of the 5 dealerships. Go there now.
Celebrate the end of a great year and the start of a new one with a visit this week to Diamonds Direct. Now through Sunday, we've extended our special 3-year zero-interest holiday finance offer. So you can pick any item, get the guaranteed best value price, and spread your payments over 3 years with zero interest. It's a great week to shop Diamonds Direct. Guys, maybe you need a Christmas do-over gift after thinking a new vacuum cleaner was a good idea. Or maybe you're getting engaged over New Year's weekend or upgrading her diamond. Whatever the reason, we've got you covered with the best selection and best prices. And we're even open this Sunday for your convenience. And yes, all this week, you can still take advantage of our incredible holiday finance offer. 3 years, 0 interest on anything and everything, so you can splurge without breaking the bank. Truly a non-risk shopping environment. It's been a great year. Come and celebrate your love with us and go into the new year with a little more sparkle. Happy New Year from all of us at Diamonds Direct. Remember, we're open this Sunday. Get details, directions, and more at diamondsdirect.com on approved credit.
Hey, what better gift to give yourself this holiday season than the gift of vision? Dan Dockich here. I've been telling you about my life-changing LASIK experience with 2020 Institute. It was safe, it was painless, and it worked. 2020 Institute is a local company with a highly experienced local surgeon, Dr. Zeh. Get in for your complimentary consultation and have your procedure before December 31st for $700 off and get a $100 gift card from Visa. Book now, 2020indy.com. That's 2020indy.com.
Don't miss Beck Toyota's New Year's Day sale. Beck will buy your gas for a year with any new or used vehicle purchase. Beck Toyota's New Year's sale starts this Saturday, December 29th at 9 a.m. and ends Tuesday, January 1st. Combine the gas for a year with huge discounts, great Toyota rebates, low APR specials, and awesome leases. Beck has a great selection with over 500 vehicles available. Don't miss Beck Toyota's New Year's sale. Go places with your new Toyota from Beck Toyota.
At Anytime Fitness, we know that healthy doesn't happen on its own.
But together, we can make healthy happen.
With the right help.
In the right ways.
With an ally who listens.
With coaching and team workouts.
To get you to your healthier place.
Anytime Fitness. Let's make healthy happen.
January 1st through 11th, join for $1 and get a free Jumpstart training package with a coach, valued at $100. Visit myhealthyhappens.com.
Imagine your dream carpet installed for free. The Home Depot offers all-inclusive installation on minimum purchases of $699. That's removal of your old carpet, basic furniture moving, and stairs, so the dream carpet you want comes at the price you were expecting. Free carpet installation that's actually free. The Home Depot. More saving. More doing. Valid only on showroom carpet price $1 or more per square foot. Specialty items may be priced separately. License numbers available at homedepot.com/license numbers.
The Ride with JMP.
I'm struggling right now to remember a time when I've been more excited about a defensive player and watching him every week as a rookie than I am with Darius Leonard. He is absolutely all over the field. Maniac. Maniac is the perfect nickname for him. He is all over the field.
The Ride with JMP. Weekdays from 3 till 6 on FM 107.5 and 1070 The Fan.
It all comes down to this. What we can control is how we play against the Titans and how we prepare. Win or go home. It's as simple as that. With their season on the line, the Colts head to Nashville to take on the Titans. Sunday night, pregame at 5:30. Kickoff with Matt Taylor at 8:20. Colts, Titans.
Hilton makes the catch, spins out of a tackle. Touchdown, Colts. T.Y. Hilton.
On FM 107.5 and 1070 The Fan. Your home for Colts football.
This is Indy Sports Center. WFNI, WIBC, HD2, W298BB, W228CX, Indianapolis. The Pacers host the Detroit Pistons this evening at 6:30 on FM 107.5 and 1070 The Fan. Dan Dockich, weekdays noon till 3 on FM 107.5 and 1070 The Fan.
Oh, man, I remember when Dave McGinnis was the line coach, or the linebackers coach, for the Bears back in the day. He'd been a head coach in the NFL. He's now, he is now the radio announcer for the Tennessee Titans, and we'll get to Dave here in a minute. I'm really looking, like I said, I'm looking forward to this game. Will the Ale Emporium be packed? Will it be packed? I assume it will, right? I mean, a lot of my boys are wanting to go to the Ale Emporium for the game. I don't want to go watch with people I don't know. I got to make sure that got to make sure that you watch it with people that you like, right? I mean, it's a big game. We got to be ready to roll. So, if anybody knows, will the Ale Emporium just be so slammed that, got to believe it is. I mean, look, I go for the Hermanaki wings just for the hell of it. I may just go get the wings and walk out. I mean, it's absolutely unbelievable. But I got to believe we're trying to reach Dave McInnes, radio announcer for the Titans. But let's talk about the Titans for just a split second. Look, I heard this afternoon, and he's always so good with this, the breakdown of what the Colts need to do from our friend Rick Venturi. And one of the things that I heard, and this is so often the case in the NFL, is you got to compress the pocket. You cannot let Mariota get out wide. You can't let Mariota go do Mariota things, which is run the football, which is be loose, that kind of stuff. You can't. And if you do, you're screwed. That's all there is to it. We'll talk to Dave McInnes. And Dave McInnes knows more about football, or he's forgotten more about football than I'll ever know. Hell, I remember reading about Dave McInnes back in the day as a Bears fan. Coach, how are you? Thanks for taking the time.
No, it's my pleasure. Thank you for having me on. And look, I do not know more football than you do, so let's stop right now.
No. You've forgotten more than I've ever known. And look, I've followed you. I mean, hell, you know I don't, so I'm deferring to you. Is it accurate? Our friend Rick Venturi was on, and he's like, look, you got to compress the pocket with Mariota, or else, garbage kind of pockets are his thing. You can't let him get outside. You buy that?
Well, I mean, absolutely. In this league, anytime you have got a mobile quarterback, just exactly like the Colts have, too, it always has I've called defensive plays in this league for a long, long time. And anytime you have that element of an off-schedule quarterback that can make plays with his legs, that's something you always have to be concerned about. Is he healthy, Mariota? Well, he's working. I think he's working. I think he's working towards it. You've seen the reports, and they've he's been working towards that, and so we'll all find out. We'll all find out on Sunday. But at this point in the season, God's honest truth, who is completely healthy? Well, that's what I was going to go to you with that, Coach. Like when you're coaching and you're getting ready for a team, you read the injury report. And the injury report means different things, right? Like you see a guy and you're like, oh, he'll be fine. Or you see a guy and you're like, oh, man, that's bad. A stinger for a quarterback. What do you read into that if you're a Colts fan? Well, I don't read anything into it. I dropped out of medical school after the first semester because it was too easy. I needed something else to challenge me. You don't read anything into it. Look, I know this. After the 33 years I've been in this league, all those designations have changed, during the years. The thing that's important is whoever is active on Sunday is able to play, and that's what all coaches make their decisions on. That's it, right? That's it. That's it. That's all. I mean, that's it. That's all. That's what you make your decisions on. And if you're capable of playing, all the years I've coached in the league, I've never known one coach that would have a player up active on Sunday that wasn't able to play. And so all these designations and this and that, other than out, OUT, other than that, wait to find out Sunday. That's exactly. Hey, out is the only thing that matters. I've said that forever. Like, hey, look, don't tell. Particularly in a game like this, do you agree? Nothing matters in this game except who wins the damn game. Well, that's right. I mean, this is what everybody has worked for in the National Football League since the draft in April. This is the time you work for. And look, what's extremely important and what you find out real quick. And your fans know it, your listeners know it, people know it. If you're involved, deep into this business as we all are. Relevant football games in the National Football League in December is what we all work for. This is a relevant football game on the biggest stage for the final game of the regular season, and so this is why you're in it. This is what you do it for. I read where somebody, I think it was Eric Weddle, said, look, I'd give $1 million. You can have $1 million. I want this win. I want it in the playoffs, right? I mean, go ahead. Yeah. Yeah, no. And I don't mean to interrupt you, but to get into the tournament in the National Football League, I mean, it's different than any of the other professional sports. I mean, it really is, because, first of all, in the NFL, once you get in the NFL postseason tournament in this league, it's one and done. You're one and done, and and everything else in the professional athletics, once you get in the playoffs, it's a series. This is not a series. You have to work to get here, and once you get there, then you're still on the cliff. Now, a team like the Titans and even the Colts, I mean, basically, when you go through an up-and-down season and then you get to the month of November and then into early December, you're basically in the playoffs week to week to week because one loss, one setback could get you out of the tournament. And so that's what you play for. This kind of game, two division opponents playing each other, winning you're in, that's what you do it for.
All right, the Patriots lose to the Titans, then the Colts blast the Titans, and the Texans blast the Titans. But, hey, 4 in a row after that. Was there anything that happened after the 2-game losing streak? Was it a fun schedule? Maybe got a little easier. I don't know. But what's the difference in the Titans after the 2-game losing streak, or is there anything different?
Well, first of all, the scheduling in the National Football League, I've done this, as I said. I've been involved in over 600 NFL games. I've never once seen a Division I AA team on the schedule in the National Football League. Every week that you tee it up in this league, you're teeing it up against people that get paid and that are really good at what they do. So you can take that completely out of the equation. And then plus, when you get into the season, a lot of it depends on who's available. The helmets and the jerseys may look the same, but if the people in them are different, depending on when you play people. And then plus, there are times when you lose ball games and you go back and look at how many times have you heard this and how many times have your listeners heard this. 1 or 2 or 3 plays. I mean, we've all lived that. The key is you find a way to win whenever, whether it's Thursday, whether it's Monday, whether it's Sunday, whether it's Saturday. You find a way to win. And if you don't win, you try to find ways during the next 5 days to correct what you think might give you a better chance against the next opponent, and then you move on.
Coach, Derrick Henry, how good is he? What are your thoughts on him?
Well, I mean, he's a big, powerful back. I mean, he's a first-round pick, a Heisman Trophy winner. That's a consummate pro. Yeah, I mean, he's a professional football player that can carry the football, and he's a consummate pro. When it wasn't going as well for him in the early part of the season as it was, all he did was dig in and work harder and work more to perfect his game and get his game up to where he wanted it to be. Those kind of guys, the highest compliment I can ever pay people in this league, when I was a coach and now that I'm a broadcaster, is to say he's a true pro. And the last thing about being a pro is getting paid. That's the last thing. There's so much else that encompasses being a true pro, and he's a true pro.
Coach Dave McInnes joins us, and he's the radio analyst for the Titans, but he's been in football forever. Hell, I remember when you were linebackers coach of the Bears 100,000 years ago. And, when you look at this game, Coach, all right, professional athletes playing in this game, do pros get nervous? Take me through. I know college and all that stuff. Do pros get uptight? Like, will anybody be uptight, or are they actually more free flowing in an environment like this?
Well, I don't think the only reason you would ever be uptight as a professional going into a contest is if you're unprepared.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Preparation, and then you go out there and then you execute the plan and then you play and you let yourself play. I have never ever in my years of coaching, been involved with any team that's ever been uptight, because the preparation. That's the other thing about this league that's different. As we mentioned earlier in this broadcast, you've got 5 days to get ready. You've got days to prepare and get ready for one big game, 3 hours and 12 minutes on a Sunday or a Saturday or a Monday or whenever you play. And so your preparation, if you're prepared, there's nothing to be uptight about. Then you just go compete.
Coach, you coach defense forever. What do you think of the Colts defense?
I love it. I love what Matt Eberflus is doing. I think it's very unique the way he's using the 4-3 defense. I love Darius Leonard in the draft. When I was doing my draft work last year, I watching him at South Carolina State. I mean, he went to a perfect place, a will linebacker in a 4-3 that does the things that they do. I mean, he's excellent for that role. I love what they do. They're a disciplined defense. I like that a lot, and they're also a defense that you can see they understand how they fit with one another. And I'm talking about from the front line to the second level to the third level. To me, when I watch defenses, that's the first thing I look at as to how they are fitting together as a piece within what is going on within the context of the scheme. I love what he's doing with that 4-3 defense.
What about Darius Leonard made it jump out to you that this kid was special?
Well, he's long, he's rangy, he's a good read and react guy. He's a fast flow linebacker. He's got acceleration. He has great he has great transitional ability. And transitional ability, once he sees something, he's able to stick his foot in the ground instantly and go see it. There's no hesitation once he reads what's going on. Also at South Carolina State, I thought he did an excellent job, even against that competition, being ahead of blocks. I've coached linebackers for a lot of years in this league, and the thing I watch to see is whether they're playing the game with their bright lights on or whether they're playing the game with their dim lights on. His field of vision, he's got his brights on, and that's special at the second level, especially as intricate and as fast as things move offensively in the National Football League.
Let me jump to the other side, Coach. What are you seeing out of Andrew Luck?
No, I mean, Andrew Luck's a generational quarterback. He was when he came out. I mean, and I think, he's now completely healthy, after a series of injuries that clearly curtailed him. But, I mean, this guy's special. He's special in a lot of ways. First of all, he's a tremendous athlete. Then he's extremely intelligent. He's blessed. He can make all of the throws. He's a big mobile quarterback, and he's a guy that, I mean, you understand that he knows what he's seen and what he's looking at, and then you can just tell if you really grind enough tape and watch. It doesn't take long to find out there's a very, very competitive football player.
Coach, I appreciate your time, man. Thank you very much. Good luck, and thanks. You got great stuff.
You guys are the best. See you later. Thanks.
All right. That's Dave McGinnis. 4 Winds Lakeside Inn and Marina Hotline. There you go, man. I remember him 100 years ago. I do. I remember him when there was some weird ass deal. He was going to be like, I don't know what he was going to be. He was going to be like the head coach of the Bears, and then I don't know what happened. Something weird, really. Something very weird happened. And I don't know what it was, but it was weird. It was very, very odd. I don't know if what's-her-face, I don't know, the McAfee screwed it up. He was interviewing for jobs, and I don't know. But Dave McGinnis is great, and I love the energy, man. It is kind of funny, and I don't want to argue with guys. Today I heard, guess what I heard today? Today I heard that the best, most prepared quarterback for the NFL since Peyton Manning is this kid Lawrence from, from Clemson. There you go. Jeez. You know what I mean? It's like, golly. Who, like, it I don't know. I don't know what, no. All I know is this. I'm tired of the most prepared guy since whatever. That's all. That's it. That's all I got. Like the most, I thought the guy would be now the most ready quarterback since Andrew Luck, or the most ready, I don't know who. But, man, it's always there. NFL is not happy with LeBron James, or NBA is not happy with LeBron James. Who cares? A couple things that I think are interesting here, and you guys that watch games need to know, and maybe you haven't watched Clemson all year. I certainly haven't, but Dexter Lawrence is a kid who is really good. Like, Dexter Lawrence is a difference-making defensive lineman for Clemson, and against Notre Dame, he will not be available because they decided that doing drugs was more important than being a part of their team. And then, of course, they did all the BS that you do, came out, said whatever, and the B samples came back, and, of course, they also had the same drugs in them. So he will not. And that's big because that dude is a disruptive guy. And as you know, what I always say is I always say that the defensive line determines football games. Like, I swear to God, and I've told you this forever, I cannot watch a football game without watching the line, and I cannot watch a basketball game without watching off the ball. It's awful. It's terrible. It's a sickness that I have. Like, I always watch off the ball in basketball, and I'll say somehow he's going to get a 3, and Lee will be like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, All right, let me go through some of Darius Leonard's stuff this year. You ready? NFL leading tackler, Darius Leonard. 155, Blake Martinez, whoever that is, Blake Martinez, next with 132. Rookie sack leaders, Bradley Chubb has 12, Leonard has 7, he's second. Rookie tackle leaders, obviously Darius Leonard is leading. Leighton Vander Esch, who apparently Cowboy fans came in here in droves the other day talking about his second, and he's only about 30 behind. What's FF mean? Forced fumbles, 4 from Leonard. He's leading. FR, forced whatever, Leonard's first. I mean, let's just be honest. Darius Leonard is a Pro Bowler, or should be a Pro Bowler. NFL total touchdowns, Ebron has 13. That means he's 7th, which is actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th. But there's so many guys tied with 14 between Kareem Hunt, Gordon, Saquon Barkley, that, you drop down. Most receiving touchdowns by a tight end in team history. He has the all-time record. Ebron does. He has 12. Dallas Clark has second and third. Most NFL leading touchdown receivers. Ebron is third behind Antonio Brown and Devontae Adams. And obviously, he is leading in touchdowns by a wide receiver. The guy that I'm telling you, I don't know. He's a Pro Bowl alternate, and that's fine. But T.Y. Hilton's been great. T.Y. Hilton is second in the league in receptions of 25-plus yards. Now, Tyreek Hill is killing everybody. Wait, was it Tyreek Hill or Kareem Hunt who's out for the year? Who was a pain in the ass? Kareem Hunt? Okay, so he won't catch Tyreek Hill. Most 150-yard receiving games since 2012. Julio Jones and Antonio Brown have 13. T.Y. Hilton has 12. And most receiving yards since Week 8. T.Y. Hilton's leading the league. And it's really not close. He has 61 more yards than anybody else. I mean, this dude is just balling. And I do think this. I think we absolutely need to have a little bit of respect for T.Y. Hilton. I do. Fewest sacks allowed this year, it's the Colts. 2.7% of passing attempts result in a sack. Andrew Luck, most passing attempts without being sacked, 239. That's third all time. How about that? Most consecutive games, 0 sacks allowed since 1982. Not since 1982. Number 1 is the Dolphins in 88-89 with 19. Number 2 is the Redskins with 8. Number 3 is the Colts. How about that? I mean, you think about how quick. Remember back, we were doing the show from, where the hell did the Colts do their camp? Grand Park? We were in the show up in Grand Park, and Ballard came over and did us a solid where, he came by the set. Uwe was there, actually. And we're sitting there talking, and he's like, yeah, the line was on me. Well, see, Greg Doyle, Kravitz, that's how you go about the business of being a man. It is on me. It's not on me, but, blah, 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 like you read today in Doyle's column. It's not on me, but excuses. It's on me. Jeff Brom going to Purdue is on me. I could tell you the story of what actually happened with Brom, but it doesn't matter. I wrote what I wrote, and it's on me that I was wrong. Doyle's got up, and go read it if you'd like. I mean, it's a pithy little column, I'm sure, about how he was wrong, but not really, and you all are wrong too, and blah, blah. Men just say, hey, look, I was wrong, and you move on. That's it. That's it. That's all she wrote. My boy Funky respects T.Y. Hilton and his neighbor. Funky and I were in, where the hell were we? Salty Cowboy one evening, just having a beer. And a guy in the military started talking to me. And, of course, as Funky always does, he slid over to talk to the wife, who was really pretty. Like, really pretty. And they live next to T.Y. Hilton. They're in his neighborhood. And the guy is telling me, about, whatever. I'm a great kind. Of course, Funky is being all funky. Anyway, so funny. But T.Y. Hilton was described by that couple as a great guy. And the guy was like, look, Dan, he drives a certain car to games. He's great with the kids. It's awesome. It's really fun. Hey, I need to meet Lee on 465 and 65 South. What's there that I could meet her at? Does anybody know? Got to get to Louisville. And she's having her son drop us off because he's staying at the house with her brother. as we go to Louisville for the game. They're still at the crib. So if anybody knows a place right there, right at 465, so they can go around the city to 465 and I-65 South. Is there something right there? I don't know it. But if somebody could hit me up, 317-239-1070, it would be much appreciated. If somebody could email me, Dan at 1070thefan, it'd be much appreciated. Dan, Blake Martinez is an inside linebacker for Green Bay. I only know this because I'm a Packers fan. Yeah, see, Jeff, right, fans know who their guys are, man. We had McAfee on earlier, podcast up. It'll be great. He's doing the Detroit-Green Bay game. I don't know. He's doing it with a couple guys. I got to look. Teddy Greenstein was on as well. He was fantastic. If you're watching us on YouTube, you've seen me pick my nose 785 times because that's what I do. For some reason, that's what I do. Hey, Dan, best play, Bob Evans off Southport Road. Is that right there? I need it off. All right, we'll go to the Bob Evans on Southport Road. How about that? That sounds good. What the hell? That's as good as any. I can get there 15 minutes from here, right? Bob Evans, a good place. I like the Cobb salad. You know one thing you don't want to do anymore? Honest to God, you know what you don't want to do? You don't want to ever see who's preparing your food at restaurants. Ever. Ever. Unless it's a really high-end restaurant. Holy hell. Oh. 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 All right. Thank you, Brandon Reed. Much appreciated. Bob Evans on Southport Road it is. All right, we come back. Kevin Bowen, we're going to talk a little Colts right now. Hey, look, it is it starts in 7 minutes. Listen to us. Put the Purdue game on. And you know what? New Year's Eve has started. It has started, people. New Year's Eve is here. Let me take you through it when we come back.
America's favorite auto show is back. The Indy Auto Show, going on now. Buy your tickets now at IndyAutoShow.com.
And with admission just $7 and kids under 12 free with paid adult, the Indy Auto Show is great, affordable family fun.
Find the new vehicles you've been thinking about. Compare them to others all in one place at the Indy Auto Show, downtown at the Convention Center.
Going on this week.
Over 400,000 square feet filled with hundreds of cars,
trucks,
SUVs,
hybrids,
and more.
And with admission just $7
and kids under 12 free with paid adult. It's a great time.
Going on this week at the Convention Center for the Indy Auto Show.
Brought to you by the Indianapolis Auto Trade Association. It's America's favorite, the new car show, the Indy Auto Show.
Going on this week at the Convention Center.
Don't miss the fun at the Indy Auto Show. Going on now.
It's fun for the whole family.
Buy your tickets now at IndyAutoShow.com.
The following is a district service announcement from the District Tap.
The District Tap. 60 beers on tap and damn good food. Oh, wait. Hey, can we say that? Damn good food?
Yes, I'm told that damn good food is totally acceptable. Go ahead and pick it up from there.
60 beers on tap and damn good food. And don't get me started on the sports you can catch at the tap. Over 60 screens with as much NFL and collegiate football action than you can handle. Weeknight matchups? Yes, we have weeknight games. Weekend games? You better f***ing believe we have all of those. Have your heart set on an epic f***ing tailgate bash with all your friends? Reserve one of the District's 3 event rooms and make that happen. Game on at the District Tap. How was that?
Fan-tastic.
The District Tap. 60 beers on tap and damn good food. 82nd Street, just east of Keystone at the Crossing. Online at thedistrictindy.com.
Holidays are all about spending time with your families. Tom Roush Mitsubishi in Westfield is a family business. Okay, so what? Well, in their family, as it is with yours, the last name is way more important than their first because it represents the folks who worked hard to get the Roush name where they are today. They want to invite you into Tom Roush Mitsubishi this holiday season to spend time with their family.
Hi, this is Jeff Roush for Tom Roush Mitsubishi, and I picked out a deal or two that I'm sure will catch somebody's eye in your family.
Get $5,000 off the 2018 Mitsubishi Outlander and Mitsubishi Outlander Sport. $5,000 off the 2018 Eclipse Cross or 0% for 72 months. Take advantage of a $5,836 tax credit with the 2018 Mitsubishi Outlander plug-in hybrid electric vehicle and $4,500 off.
Come visit our Tom Roush Mitsubishi family in Westfield or online at tomroushmitsubishi.com. At either place, we're the pussycat on price.
Baptist Heating and Air wants to thank you for your business this last year and asks you to remember Jesus, our Savior, during the Christmas holiday and have a blessed and happy New Year. If you think that we can be a help keeping your family comfortable, don't hesitate to call us at 317-782-1900.
For all your heating and cooling needs throughout the year, call Baptist Heating and Air at 317-782-1900. Baptist is your trusted local independent American Standard dealer.
As a small business owner, you make every dollar count. So what could you do with $10? Go to Vistaprint.com today and you'll get 500 high-quality custom business cards for only $9.99. That's less than 2 cents per card. And at Vistaprint, your satisfaction is absolutely guaranteed. So it's never been easier to turn 500 strangers into connections. Just visit Vistaprint.com and use promo code 3737 at checkout. That's Vistaprint.com, promo code 3737.
And now, a page from the Diary of Flo.
Dear Diary, the ghost is back. This house is protected through Progressive, but that doesn't mean it's not haunted. How else would you explain that radiator-like clanking sound? Or the moon-colored light in the hallway that's gone by morning? Maybe he never bundled home and auto, and he's doomed to suffer an eternity without the savings.
Save an average of 17% on car insurance when you bundle home and auto through Progressive.
What was that wind-like sound? Oh, right, the wind.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
Hey there, it's Stan Dockett. You know KeyBank is the official banking home of the Indiana Pacers, and over there, financial progress is the game plan. No matter if you're ahead or behind, you can always be going for the financial win when you use the red key. KeyBank is member FDIC.
The sub-above difference is daily, not shredded last night or baked yesterday afternoon. Good ingredients prepped fresh every day, because that's what daily means. Jersey Mike's, be a sub-above.
Kick off the month of May at Rev, presented by Fifth Third Bank as it returns to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway Saturday, May 4th. Tickets on sale now. Get yours before they're gone at revindy.org.
The Pacers enter the holiday season capable of beating any team in the league.
The Pacers are going to win this one.
Battling through injuries hasn't stopped them, and their confidence is only growing. Now the Blue and Gold enter the crucial part of the season where they can have great success chasing down the best teams in the Eastern Conference. Next up, the Pacers are back at the Fieldhouse as Detroit comes to town. Tonight at 6:30 on FM 107.5 and 1070 The Fan. Your home for Pacers basketball. The newest addition to The Fan, Kevin Bowen, who covers the Colts and Pacers. It's Kevin's Corner, on air with Dan Dockett on FM 107.5 and 1070 The Fan.
Wait, what am I doing here? Can you hear me? KB, how are you?
What's up, Dan? How you doing?
I'm doing all right, but I don't sound very good right here. Let me see if that's a little better. Hey, couple things. Number one, the Colts going to win?
I think they will.
Do you?
Yeah, I think they will. Obviously, some key injuries on both sides of the equation, but I think they'll go down there and win. I think the Jarrell Casey loss for Tennessee is a big deal. Now, couple that with probably Ryan Kelly not giving it a go, and it looks like that interior matchup will be a little different, but the Colts got Andrew Luck, and Tennessee doesn't, and I don't know if I should boil it down to that simple, but I just think the Colts in the fourth quarter will make a play with Luck, and I think they're equipped to stop the run. If you look at their defensive line, there's not a lot of elite, maybe speed edge rushers. You look at all four of those guys up front, they're all pretty balanced, and they're all thicker guys that have spent time playing in the interior in their NFL careers. So I think they can slow down Derrick Henry.
Hey, Kevin, let's go through this. You mentioned Ryan Kelly. We don't anticipate him playing, right?
Correct. Yeah, didn't practice all week, so yeah, I would guess no on Kelly.
And Ty he didn't practice, but the assumption is he's gonna play. He's into this. We don't worry about that anymore, right?
Right. Yeah, just practiced I think 2 times in the last 4 weeks. So no real surprise there. The T.Y. Hilton did not practice this week, and expect them to still be out there on Sunday night.
Now, Ebron is a different deal. He went through the concussion protocol, but did he practice without restriction today?
That is the assumption. The practice is actually still going on. Frank Reich will meet the media. They pushed back the schedule a little bit with the Sunday night game. But that is the assumption. Normally when you see a guy miss on a Wednesday dealing with a concussion, it's not a good thing at all. But Marlon Mack did that earlier in the month and ended up playing against Jacksonville back a few weeks ago. And I expect the same thing for Ebron. Did not practice on Wednesday, gets that limited non-contact practice on Thursday. And then he practices full go, I would assume, today. And then the independent neurologist is the final clearance for him to be ready. So I do expect Eric Ebron to play.
All right, let me go through a couple of things with you, KB. The Colts, people, all right, they have luck and they're 10-0 and they got all this kind of stuff. All right, that's all fine, but this is a one-game play-in kind of a deal. If as you look at both teams, and you mentioned guys injured on both teams, who's the better team?
It's a good question. I really think it's pretty even. I mean, I think where the Colts have the biggest advantage is they have the elite talent in Luck and Hilton. And I think when you don't have KC, that Tennessee defense, yes, it's the number 2 scoring defense, but I just don't see a lot of – this is not Jacksonville-type talent on that defensive side of the ball, where you got a bunch of all-pros at every level of the defense. And, a ton of people have brought up, Colts lost to Cody Kessler. I'm like, well, yeah, but they couldn't move the ball. Cody Kessler didn't do anything in that game to, really beat the Colts. It was the Colts' ineptness and finishing off drives. And I just don't think Tennessee's defense has enough talent. We saw the Colts absolutely dominate that game back in Week 11. And then you look at Tennessee on the offensive side of the ball. Derrick Henry's had the months of all months, but that's really it. They don't have a lot of elite talent at the skill positions outside of Henry and maybe Deion Lewis, and their offensive line has dealt with some injuries as well. So I would say the Colts probably have the better elite talent and maybe honestly have the better talent across the board.
Don't you think it's time that we all don't we have to start loving up T.Y. Hilton a little bit?
Oh, yeah, and I've probably always been more on the T.Y. bandwagon than most. I get why some people you would have frustrations with, maybe the inconsistency or his yards after catch. Maybe he's not going after those tough yards like you would like to see. Now, granted, health concerns, I think, from a Marvin Harrison standpoint played into it. But I've always thought he's a number 1 wideout. If he's not a number 1 wideout, then there's only 4 or 5 number 1 wideouts in the entire NFL. So I don't know how you can't classify him as a number 1 when you look at the numbers that he's put up. I would say the biggest things that stand out to me this year are the consistency and playing through these injuries. This will just be – I think he's missed – I think he's only practiced twice in the last 4 weeks, and which is just absurd.
Yeah.
And he's played in all those games, and he's in a current stretch right now of 7 straight games with at least 75 yards receiving. I mean, that is the biggest probably negative or the knock we always had on the Hilton was he's not consistent enough. He doesn't do it week in and week out. It's a 150-yard game, and then it's a 30-yard game. Well, this team's won 8 of 9, and here's Hilton, 7 straight games of at least 75 yards receiving. It's the longest active streak in the NFL. It's the second longest in Colts franchise history. And he is providing that jolt. You needed the jolt last week against the Giants. He made some huge catches. You needed it down there in Houston, earlier this month when you had the 4-3 and out to start the game, and boom, he provided that. So I'm tired of people, just ripping on Hilton and thinking, he's not a true number 1. Just because he's 5'9", 180 doesn't mean he's not a number 1 wideout. This is a guy that is right up there with really any other receiver present day outside of Antonio Brown probably, and what he's done through the first 7 seasons of his NFL career.
And you know what? A guy just hit me with a tweet, text, or email. I'm sorry. I get all these mixed up. He said, and he stopped doing that TY thing. Now, I haven't noticed that, but apparently, I don't know if he has or not, but that's like a big deal. Like, come on. I don't know.
Always something with fans. Like, earlier in the year we were ripping the defense for taking pictures after turnovers, and now we're so happy when Jacoby Brissett and Adam Vinatieri get in the background of these defensive pictures after turnovers. So, yeah, you can't appease everyone, but T.Y. Hilton is a darn good football player, and I really don't care what anybody says.
I don't either. I did, and I'm like, But no, I tell you what, he is. He's what you hope the number one receiver would be, or I guess maybe you could say you hope that he's what you hope he becomes what he should become, which is a leader as well. That's what Big Joe's big thing was a few days ago. We had Purdue is in trouble. They're running down the sidelines, and now they're running in the middle. They're at the 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. That took 2-3 plays, and Purdue's down 7-0. There you go, Kevin. There you go.
SEC speed. SEC speed right there. Boy.
Hey, you can't have Rondale Moore on both sides. He can only play one side today, pal. Man,
you can. You might need him on kick coverage or however Auburn just scored there.
Yeah, that wasn't good. That was a pass just down the sidelines, and next thing you know, holy cow. All right, last thing before I'll let you go. Mariota, you got to be smart here. You can't let him look like Johnny Unitas or Fran Tarkenton get out of the pocket and do his thing, right? You got to be smart here.
Got to be smart, and Matt Eberflus was really smart a month and a half ago. It's something I posted on 1070thefan.com earlier today. I went back and rewatched that game, and that was when the defensive approach changed a bit. You had 5 sacks in the previous 4 games. You upped the pressure. You blitzed it. I think it was about 22% of the time in that game. You had usually been around like low teens, 13 or 14%. And that really, really stymied what Tennessee could do. Mariota was sacked 4 times. Remember, he exited before the first half was over. He got hurt in that game, and Blaine Gabbert had to come in. So there are some interesting storylines from that first meeting that you look back on, and a lot of things have changed. But one thing that has been a constant has been what they've done in getting, really pressure on quarterbacks down the stretch, and did a great job against, Deshaun Watson and Dak Prescott and some of these more mobile quarterbacks. So you got to keep Mariota in the pocket because, like I said earlier, I think you're equipped to stuff the run. I don't think Derrick Henry is going to go off for 180 or, something insane like we've seen him do here in recent weeks. And if you can do that, I just don't believe Tennessee can methodically move the ball down the field and win a game in the high 20s, low 30s.
All right, my man. Have a great New Year. Thanks for the time, and enjoy the living hell out of it. It's going to be fun, right?
Happy New Year.
Thank you. You too.
Oh, yeah.
1 minute in, it's 7-0. The SEC team, Purdue's running it back. They're at the 5. They're at the 10. They're at the 15. They cut up field to the 20, 22. He's fighting his way to the 23-yard line. Purdue's got a problem. Purdue has a serious problem, which means I have a serious problem because I bet on Purdue. Well, it's in my poll. It's in my pool host poll, the great Steve Kleinman's poll, or where I was making a comeback. I don't know. You guys in any polls? I'm gonna tell you when we come back where I'm at. I'm in a bad spot here. I'm in one of these pool host office pool things, and I keep winning games, but now apparently I'm losing because I lose the good games, the games that you're not supposed to lose. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Like I was 7-7. A lot of guys were 4-10, and they were ahead of me because they won the big number games. 317-239-1070. I'm ready for you. Do the Colts win? Plain and simple. Do the Colts win? Dan at 1070 The Fan. You can join us on YouTube. Do the Colts win? Very simple question. But now when you call, I'm going to ask you not only do they win, but how? How do the Colts win? How do the Colts win this game? We'll be back.
Celebrate the end of a great year and the start of a new one with a visit this week to Diamonds Direct. Now through Sunday, we've extended our special 3-year zero-interest holiday finance offer, so you can pick any item, get the guaranteed best value price, and spread your payments over 3 years with zero interest. It's a great week to shop Diamonds Direct. Guys, maybe you need a Christmas do-over gift after thinking a new vacuum cleaner was a good idea. Or maybe you're getting engaged over New Year's weekend, or upgrading her diamond. Whatever the reason, we've got you covered with the best selection and best prices, and we're even open this Sunday for your convenience. And yes, all Now this week, you can still take advantage of our incredible holiday finance offer. 3 years, 0 interest on anything and everything, so you can splurge without breaking the bank. Truly a non-risk shopping environment. It's been a great year. Come and celebrate your love with us and go into the new year with a little more sparkle. Happy New Year from all of us at Diamonds Direct. Remember, we're open this Sunday. Get details, directions, and more at diamondsdirect.com. Unapproved credit.
And here come the Irish. Let's take this outside. On January 5th, Big Ten rivals collide in the first college hockey game to ever be held in Notre Dame Stadium. That's right, your Fighting Irish take on Michigan. Presented by Meijer. Face-off is at 3:30 p.m. Tickets are on sale now and start at just $20 for this must-see event in the house that Rockne built. Michigan, Notre Dame, January 5th at Notre Dame Stadium. Purchase tickets at und.com/buy tickets or call 833-ND-IRISH.
Hey guys, good news. The outrageously expensive Little Blue pill is now generic, which means you can get the prescription medication to treat ED at affordable prices. And Hims makes it extra affordable. Right now, get your first month supply for free. All you pay is just $5 for your medical consultation when you go to forhims.com/extra. After that, it's just $30 for a month's supply. Sure beats paying big bucks for just one blue pill, doesn't it? Plus, you won't need an awkward in-person doctor's appointment to get the prescription. Hims has doctors online who can prescribe the medication, and a pharmacy sends it right to your door. It's affordable, private, and incredibly easy. Nobody likes dealing with ED. Now, thanks to Hims, nobody has to. And that's really good news. To get your first order for just $5, you need to go to this exclusive address, forhims.com/extra. That's forhims.com/extra for your first month for just $5. forhims.com/extra.
Dan Dockich here. Does your company need stronger talent to grow your business? Without the best talent, it's hard to win. Joe Huffine and Kingsley Rose are helping companies all over the country in multiple industries recruit top talent. Private equity firms, multi-billion-dollar firms, and small companies are hiring Joe Huffine and Kingsley Rose to build management teams, sales teams, operations, IT teams. Need a CFO? Sales leader or CIO? Visit kingsley-rose.com, one of the only retained search firms in Indianapolis, kingsley-rose.com.
The Grady and Big Joe Show.
I just like those atmospheres when there are fans of the other team in. It makes it stink really bad when your team loses, when the home team loses.
Right.
But when you win and you watch these Cowboy fans in these ridiculous outfits making their way out of the building and how loud they had to have been walking in.
Oh, they were
like
loud.
That's very enjoyable.
The Grady and Big Joe Show. 10 till noon weekdays on FM 107.5 and 1070 The Fan.
Dan Dockich, DriveUberChevy.com. 10 years, 200,000-mile limited warranty. Think about that. That's incredible, but you can only get it at any of the 5 Hubler Chevrolet locations. Go to DriveUberChevy.com.
The Ride with JMV.
All right, so this team galvanized when Frank Reich went forward in September against Houston. Was it the locker room conversation they had as a team when they were 1-5? Here's what I say. It's winning. It starts with Buffalo, and it's winning, it's producing, it's success, it's positive results. That's what galvanized this team in 2018.
The Ride with JMV. Weekdays from 3 till 6 on FM 107.5 and 1070 The Fan.
The Colts are going to win it.
It all comes down to this. What we can control is how we play against the Titans and how we prepare. Win or go home. It's as simple as that. With their season on the line, the Colts head to Nashville to take on the Titans Sunday night. Pre-game at 5:30. Kickoff with Matt Taylor at 8:20. Colts, Titans.
Hill makes the catch, spins out of a tackle. Touchdown, Colts. T.Y. Hilton.
On FM 107.5 and 1070 The Fan. Your home for Colts football.
Soccer Saturday featuring Indy 11. If this is your football, this is your show. Saturday at 9 on The Fan. Dan Dockich. Weekdays noon till 3 on FM 107.5 and 1070 The Fan.
I just heard John's promo. It's literally impossible to explain to people that haven't been in a locker room what goes into winning. It is. I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, it's just impossible. It is, particularly when you're 1-5. I mean, there's so much that goes into it to get yourself out of it, and just so that you can win a game. I mean, but whatever. I'm not getting into all this. Steve, what do you got? Welcome to the show.
Thanks, Coach. I got a question for you.
Yep.
Has anybody ever thought about what Josh McDaniels did for the Colts besides turning down the head coaching job? But he's the one that hired Eberfloss, who is, I think, is the defensive coach.
Yes.
So has anybody ever talked about what he did for the Colts by hiring Eberfloss before Wright's come aboard? I was,
a lot of people have. Yeah, I mean, look, the idea, and let me further that. The idea that Josh McDaniels did the Colts a favor by not being here is silly because he's exactly what you said. He hired an offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator that are very good, apparently, and they would have been here. So, I get a kick out of listening to people say, well, McDaniels did us a favor by not coming. No, McDaniels did a favor by hiring the two guys that he hired. And quite frankly, Ballard was smart enough to see that take ego out of it. These guys are good. So, no, I think you make a good point, and people have discussed it. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I have heard that Frank had he could have fired them both and let them go and rehired who he wanted.
Well, I think anytime you're 1-5, you could do it. You could have done that, and I give Frank great credit. I give Frank great credit that he didn't, because look, you've seen it, right? You've seen it all over. Appreciate your phone call, by the way, Steve. You've seen it all over the NFL, where guys have fired their offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator mid-season, and when you're 1-5 and these aren't your guys, I don't think anybody anywhere would have had a problem with Frank doing that. I don't think anybody would have. Right? I mean, hell, you've been, all right, hey, look, you stink. So get him out of here, get somebody else in. Greg, what's going on? Welcome to the show. Appreciate your – oh, boy, he dropped the interception. What are you doing? How you doing, Greg?
Hey, Dan, what's up, man?
You.
We are going to go into Tennessee and kick their ass this week. I'm tired of being reserved about how the Colts are going to play. They prove me wrong every week. They're going to win it with field goal. They're going to win it with field positioning, defense, sacks, and also Luck's going to pick them apart in the short game. And
give me a score.
If I had to say, I would say 28-17.
I like it. I'd take that, right?
All right, man. What are your thoughts?
My thoughts are, I said this yesterday, and I'll say it again today. I think the Colts are going to win this game. She's right up the middle for 15 yards. I think the Colts are going to win this game by double digits or more. So I'm kind of along the lines of what you're saying. I think it'll be a typical NFL game. It'll be tough. It'll be close, maybe at halftime. But I think the Colts will end up winning this, kind of like what you said, 28-17, 28 12, 15, 18, 14, something like that. I do. I think the Colts will win by double digits.
They have shut down some pretty good running backs this year. I mean, guys that have had big games against everybody else, and, they end up with 30, 40 yards, maybe max against the Colts. So, until they prove me wrong, I believe in it, man. Go Blue.
And appreciate your phone call. The one thing I would say is a lot of these games have come down the same, though. This is where it gets a little risky saying what I'm saying, because a lot of these games have come. The Colts have been good. The Colts have been bad. And then they end up getting a stop at the end of the game to win the game. I go back to Kenny Moore. I go back to Darius Leonard. This guy is way too fast for Purdue. Purdue's going to get their ass kicked in this game because two things are happening here. Number one, Auburn is not messing around. They've come to play. And number two, they're way too fast. I should do that in reverse order. Chris, what do you got?
What's going on, Dan?
How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Appreciate you taking my call.
Sure, of course.
I got a reason for the why I think I'm a Titans fan. First of all.
Oh, jeez. Sorry about that. A long pass, got behind the defense, 35 yards. Purdue stinks. Go ahead. Sorry.
All right. No, you're good. I'm going to give you my reasons why I think, from a Titans fan, why I think the Colts will win.
Tell me.
Andrew Luck. Pretty
Okay.
simple. Titans have never beaten them, and they got to stop them. I mean, that's the only reason why. I think that's one of the main reasons why I think the only reason why I think the Titans can win is if they can stop Andrew Luck.
Well, I think Andrew Luck winning previous games is okay. He's got to play well, and he cannot He cannot throw the idiotic interception in the first half where he bangs on his head and everybody goes, oh, that's too bad. Appreciate your phone call. Brian, I want to get this in before we go to break. What you got, Brian?
Hey, Coach. Pacers got a Detroit tonight.
Yes, sir.
As you know, Andre Drummond comes in to Baker's Life and 30 boards. Is there anything the Pacers can do to slow that down?
No.
Maybe you can throw O'Keefe in there, bang with them.
Yeah, what has happened? Here's the thing. All right. There are certain games and certain teams that you just play well against, Brian, and you know that. And Andre Drummond is a guy you cut out when you said how many points he was going to get or how many rebounds. What was the number you gave me?
I'll tell you what. Realistically, I bet he goes for 36 and 18.
No way, 36. I'll say 22 and 20. That's more real. 36. 36. He's going to have to make free throws.
Then I'll tell you for $20. Let's do the over and under 32.
You guys never bet me. You guys never pay back. Nobody ever pays.
Coach,
14. No, I'm not betting anymore because nobody pays.
Coach,
nobody.
I did to make a wish for you, Coach. I sent you the receipt for it. $20. Make a wish.
To what? What's the
32,
bet?
32 and 14.
All right, I'll do this. You made the over-under 32 and 14, so you made the over-under 46.
Okay.
All right, I'll take under.
All right, bud.
$20.
Have a good weekend.
All right, you too.
Bye.
Guys never paid. I want Fireman. That punk never pays. 14-0. Purdue's getting run out of the joint. Purdue got no chance in this game. We got to readjust. We got to adjust at halftime. How about this? Keith Butler says, geez, what in the hell? Listen to this. You ready for this? Keith Butler, who is the defensive coordinator of the Pittsburgh Steelers, says that Tyler Eifert's going to be a hell of a challenge for the Pittsburgh Steelers this Sunday. Tyler Eifert has been out since like week 2 with a broken ankle. This is the defensive coordinator. I think he's very good. He's up there. He can go deep on you. Does a good job catching the ball downfield. It's going to be a problem for us to cover. That's the defensive coordinator of Kyle Knezevich's Pittsburgh Steelers right there. Does not know that Tyler Eifert, and Tyler Eifert's been, I'm sure Tyler Eifert was out the first time they played. Now, maybe I'm wrong. I didn't look it up. Purdue's getting their ass kicked. I ain't happy about it. We'll come back. Hey, Lee Ross is having a camp out at Finch Creek. I'm going to talk to her about it, get some info for you kids. Hey, I promise you this. I promise you 2 things if you send your daughter. I sent mine back in the day to a Lee Ross camp. Number 1, she's going to get better. Number 2, she's going to enjoy the hell out of softball. Talk to Lee here in a minute.
Think you know Colts football?
57 yards.
But do you really know what's happening? It's not just football season. It's Venturi season.
This is Rick Venturi. I'll be breaking down the Colts play all season long on The Fan, presented by the District Tap, located on 82nd Street, just east of Keystone Crossing. 60 beers on tap and damn good food.
Catch the Coach with JMV Mondays, Wednesdays with Dan Takich, and Grady and Big Joe on Fridays. Presented each week by the District Tap.
Hi, this is
Lloyd,
Jessica,
Robert, and Adam
from Kirby Heating and Air Conditioning in Pittsboro. The Kirby family wishes you the merriest of Christmases and happiest of New Year's. Thanks for your business. We really appreciate it. If you live in Hendricks or surrounding counties and need us, we are always here to help. Kirby services any model, and we proudly install American Standard products. Call us at 317-892-3614.
Kirby is your trusted local independent American Standard heating and air conditioning dealer.
Happy holidays from Kirby Heating and Air Conditioning.
Attorney CPA Joe Cordell.
You hear the phrase a lot this time of year, Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays. But holidays are not always happy, particularly for guys grappling with a divorce that they didn't choose. Suddenly these husbands and dads are thrust onto battlefields where the fate of everything they care about will be decided. In the meantime, they must await the outcome in someone else's home this holiday season. These men need more than the help of a good lawyer. They need the hope and encouragement of a good friend. Chances are I've described someone that you count among your friends. Be sure to remember him this season.
Contact the domestic litigation firm of Cordell & Cordell to schedule an appointment with one of our firm's Indianapolis area attorneys, a partner men can count on. 317-322-0122 or visit online at CordellCordell.com. That's CordellCordell.com. Office in downtown Indianapolis, 101 West Ohio Street, Suite 1100, Indianapolis, Indiana 46204.
Celebrate the end of a great year and the start of a new one with a visit this week to Diamonds Direct. Now through Sunday, we've extended our special 3-year zero-interest holiday finance offer, so you can pick any item, get the guaranteed best value price, and spread your payments over 3 years with zero interest. It's a great week to shop Diamonds Direct. Guys, maybe you need a Christmas do-over gift after thinking a new vacuum cleaner was a good idea. Or maybe you're getting engaged over New Year's weekend, or upgrading her diamond. Whatever the reason, we've got you covered with the best selection and best prices, and we're even open this Sunday for your convenience. And yes, all this week you can still take advantage of our incredible holiday finance offer. 3 years, zero interest on anything and everything, so you can splurge without breaking the bank. Truly a non-risk shopping environment. It's been a great year. Come and celebrate your love with us and go into the new year with a little more sparkle. Happy New Year from all of us at Diamonds Direct. Remember, we're open this Sunday. Get details, directions, and more at DiamondsDirect.com on approved credit.
Hubler has it. Savings. Hubler has it. Choices. Hubler has it. Hubler has it all.
Indiana's Auto Giant is changing car buying forever. Introducing a warranty so huge, you can drive around the world 8 times and still be covered. It's Hubler Auto Group's massive 10-year, 200,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Shop any new vehicle at all Hubler locations with the warranty included. Chevys, Buicks, GMCs, and Fords. The warranty's included. Acuras, Hondas, Nissans, and Mazdas. The warranty's included. The Hubler family has helped Hoosiers for 60 years, and we're not stopping now. Visit drivehubler.com for the perfect car and our 10-year, 200,000-mile warranty. As Indiana's Auto Giant, Hubler has it all. Why buy anywhere else? You're invited to Hubler. Click drivehubler.com.
Hubler has it. Hubler has it all.
Warranty available on new vehicles, except certain models, not transferable or available on leases. A copy of the warranty is available for review at the dealership.
The New Year's Eve celebration starts early with your Indiana Pacers and the Atlanta Hawks. Get your tickets at Pacers.com/tickets. Pacers, Hawks, Monday at 3.
The Colts are going to win it.
It all comes down to this. What we can control is how we play against the Titans and how we prepare. Win or go home. It's as simple as that. With their season on the line, the Colts head to Nashville to take on the Titans Sunday night. Pregame at 5:30. Kickoff with Matt Taylor at 8:20. Colts, Titans.
Hill makes the catch, spins out of a tackle. Touchdown, Colts. T.Y. Hilton.
On FM 107.5 and 1070 The Fan. Your home for Colts football.
This is Indy Sports Center.
WFNI, WIBC, HD2, W298BB, W228CX, Indianapolis.
Butler heads to Gainesville to face the Florida Gators tomorrow at 3:30 on FM 107.5 and 1070 The Fan. Dan Dakich, weekdays noon till 3 on FM 107.5 and 1070 The Fan.
The ass kicking is becoming absolutely ridiculous. It's 21-0, or it's 20-0, and like Purdue is not only too slow, they can't tackle, and their quarterback's throwing the ball to the other team. 7:10 to go. Listen to this, people, in the first quarter. Oh, man. The lovely Lee Ross is having a camp for children, kids, and it's going to be spectacular. I will guarantee you this, that your daughter, if she comes to Lee's camp, is going to get better in softball, number one, but number two, more importantly, she's going to learn to love the game. Hello, beautiful one. What do you got?
Hello.
What you got?
What do I got? I got a camp coming up next week. That's what I got.
Tell us about your camp. When, where, and how?
The 2nd and 3rd. So we're doing 2 sessions. I think it's going to be 2 sessions. We may combine it to 1 session if we get, depending on numbers. But we are going to do 2-hour sessions on the 2nd and 3rd. So it's 2 days, 2 hours each day for each player. So we're going to cover everything. You know, we're going to do a lot of the basic stuff. Basically, I'm going to train kids like I would a college player. That's it. So it doesn't matter the level. I think I've said that before on your show. I feel like 9-year-old girls can train like a college player. They don't have to train like a 9-year-old girl. They will pick up, and they'll be able to do things if you teach them the right way. So we're going to start with that. We're going to do some basics, and then we'll do probably some specific work the next day. So if they're pitchers, they'll get to work with pitching, instructor. We'll break them up into positions and focus on some stuff day 2 of camp. Sounds like fun, right?
Yeah, I mean if you're a baller.
If you're a baller, that's right.
If you ain't no baller, then you know. Did you ever?
I was going to say, this is the fun part. I love the training part of coaching. Don't you? That's like always what I enjoyed more. I mean, I did like games, training and games, but not losing the games and not traveling to games and not, all that stuff. So the training part is the fun part.
Yeah, I hated players. I didn't want to be around them. So there you go.
Yeah, probably good that you left coaching.
Yeah, couldn't stand them. Dislike him even more now. There you go. All right, 7 minutes into the game, 8 minutes into the game, Purdue's down 21-0.
Jeez.
Like, did you when you went to from Bowling Green to Syracuse to be the head coach? Like, I know personally you regretted it, right? But professionally, did you ever regret it professionally?
Oh no. You have to go when you're hot. Right? You got to go.
Right.
It's so hard with coaching to know when that point is. I think you kind of know, but it's easier to stay when you're comfortable. But that's usually when bad things happen.
Yes, and yes, and I'm the poster child for it. This guy knew he knows, and Brom knows he has a bad team. He should have gone to Louisville. He knows, and he's getting his ass kicked now. I mean, look, and you're not going to be hot in 2 years after you get beat 48-0 in this one, and then I'm just telling you, you would have regretted it had you stayed at Bowling Green and not gone to Syracuse and wondered what the hell you were doing.
Absolutely. Well, actually, even at Syracuse, when I had that stretch of 3 years where every year we were in postseason, 3 years in a row, and I had, throughout those 3 years, through that stretch, I had offers from, it was come down to LSU, come down to South Carolina, check out Minnesota, Wisconsin. I had Iowa, all these jobs that came open. But my thinking was, I just moved my children to Syracuse. We just got hot. We got a good thing going here. Because I was a little too nervous to move my kids again. Because, it was a pretty big deal for me to move my kids. Unless the money was unbelievable, crazy, I wasn't going. And you know what? We didn't do great at Syracuse those 2 years after. 2 years later, after we were in the finals in regionals, heading to super regionals, a step away from the World Series, we stunk. You know what I mean? 2 years.
Yeah.
2 years out.
No, you got to go. You got to go.
You got to go.
You got to.
And you know what? Building a program and getting to that point when you find success is way different than with maintaining that success. That's totally different. Totally different coaching style. Totally different recruiting, everything.
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
I'm with you.
And people are crushing me right now because I put out a tweet, should have gone to Syracuse. But, Louisville. After making a decision that I'm pretty sure based on what everyone else thought I should be doing, I'd swore I'd never do it again. He shouldn't have gone to Louisville if he decided he liked where he was. No, he should have gone to Louisville. Just telling you. Because he's going to get his ass beat next year and no one's going to want him. Or maybe somebody will, but you become I'm just telling you. Should have gone to Louisville.
It's hard to explain to people that haven't been in the coaching arena. And, I've never been a football coach. I've never been a basketball coach. But coaching is coaching. If you haven't been in college coaching, it's really, really hard to explain that. People don't get it. You don't get it.
No, and it's not bad that they don't get it, but they just don't. Like, we had a guy on here saying, well, the key to the Colts turning around from 1-5 was winning. Okay. Really?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was winning.
Well,
it was beating.
Easy.
How did we get to 1-5? All of a sudden we just, magic wanded it and we won. No, there's a lot of things that go into it that you just don't understand. And sometimes you don't even know what it was that went into it. It might not have been a players meeting. It might not have been, right going for it. But, you just don't show up and all of a sudden, hey, we win. And then winning begets winning. No, that's not how the league works. Not how good leagues work.
How many years as a coach how many hours have you spent trying to figure out how to win? That's
all you do.
That's all you do. So there's a zillion different ways and a million different things that you think about nonstop to win, period. You don't just win and then all of a sudden,
In the NFL, you just don't win a game. The next week you win again because you won last week and now everybody's happy. I will tell you this. I remember winning at Indiana and when I was interim head coach and guys still weren't happy. So there's a lot to it. But anyway, Purdue's getting its ass kicked, and they got a first down, so everybody's excited, and this quarterback keeps throwing passes to the other team. It's going to be a problem. How about that?
When's the last time they were in a bowl game?
I don't know. A couple years ago. Everybody goes to a bowl game, but I don't know. I really don't know. They were down
for – rid of some of these.
I think they went last year. No, they went last year, and they won a bowl game.
Oh, okay. We got to get rid of some of these bowl games.
No.
I know you like to bet. I feel like, you water things down, and it's like, really?
Then don't watch.
Do you care about the Cheez-It Bowl?
I did the other night. It was the greatest bad football game ever. Did you watch it?
But you look at the Chiefs, and you're like, why are they playing in a bowl? Okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they didn't deserve. Yeah, they had a one-legged quarterback.
Well, I know, and that's what I'm saying. So, we all get trophies now. We all get to play in a bowl.
Yes.
I know it's not everyone. It's almost half of the football teams in the country, right?
Yes. Don't be hating on the Bulls, lady. It is. Look at this. Let me explain this to you. Of course. Who cares? Why do I care? It's a money grab.
It's a money grab. And
oh my God! Purdue just did a play with a guy that couldn't throw. This is as good as the Cheez-It Bowl. Holy hell! They had a touchdown here, but this guy Rondale Moore can't throw.
Oh, boy.
They have a touchdown, and he can't throw it above a guy's head. This is the worst exhibition non-Cheez-It Bowl division.
But it's early. It's early.
Yeah, that means right now they're on pace to get beat by over 85 because it's 21 in the first quarter, and they got a lot of time left. And Purdue's throwing 1-yard outs. There you go.
That ain't good.
Should have gone to Louisville. Should have gone to Louisville.
I'm with you on that.
All right, what else? What else you got?
All right,
let's go through it again. Lee Ross is joining us. The camp is tell us when, tell us where, and tell us how to sign up.
January 2nd and 3rd.
Yes.
There's 2 sessions. You go to Finch Creek FH. So Finch Creek Fieldhouse, but FH is just use the abbreviation FH. FinchCreekFH.com. And you can sign up online or walk into Finch Creek Fieldhouse and sign up right there. It's going to be fun. We're going to have the Fieldhouse has 4 full infields and it's huge. Turf, infields. We've got nets and cages. There's 11 cages and all sorts of great facilities. Brand new, great facility. I think everyone will have a great time. Come there, check it out.
And all right, and then and you're gonna train, man. This is not some BS. Hey, this is called the Lee Ross softball camp, not the Lee Ross babysitting service.
Right.
We're getting to work.
Right. But, my big thing with camps is you can go to a million different camps and learn a skill, a million different ways to do the same thing. But my big thing is I want to just see some improvement in camp. That's what I get the biggest thrill out of. And, every time I do some kind of a camp, just to see one little thing that they improve with the game that's going to either prevent injuries later on down the road or teach them to be a better player or get them ready for the next step, of their learning or whatever. That's the bottom line is they're going to learn something they can take away. It's easy. This game is easy. Everyone tries to create it and make it recreate it and make it unbelievably hard. This is just get right to the nuts and bolts. They will improve while they're there in their 2-hour session each day, and they're going to have a lot of stuff to take home with them. I think, too, it's probably not going to be a huge camp. I think it's going to be great to be able to work one-on-one more with these girls and then give them ideas, help them kind of through the process of moving forward with their game. You know, getting recruited in college, talking to them about that, maybe evaluating them, letting them know where they stand right now as far as college players or what they need to work on to get to that next level. So it'll be more of an intimate kind of camp where they're going to get detail. It's not going to be 150 girls and I'm just kind of marching around trying to keep track of everybody. This is going to be, we're keeping the numbers kind of small so that we can work with everybody individually. Tegan will be there to help.
That Stewart girl going to pitch a little bit?
I don't know if she's in town. She may come out. I got a couple other friends that are coaches that'll come out and just kind of help out. So, you know, once we get a gauge day one, I've got everybody on call to help me out day two.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. There you go. The beautiful, the lovely, the talented, lovely Lee Ross camp coming up 2nd and 3rd. There you go.
Yes.
All right, passes in the end zone. Touchdown, but he was out of bounds. I'm telling you, it's not going to be a touchdown. I'm telling you right now, it will not be a touchdown. You cannot go out of bounds and then come in, Lee Ross. You can't do it.
Doesn't seem fair.
You can't. It does not seem fair. He got pushed out. Well,
if you
yeah,
get pushed out,
he's way out of bounds. Hell, he went around the damn thing. Get out of here. Why don't Purdue's always cheating? Purdue's always cheating. Damn. No touchdown. I want them to score because we like Purdue, and we like Brum, and you know, only Purdue fans are mad when you tease them about, hey, you should have gone to Louisville. But that's all right. We ain't mad about it. All right, I'm going to see you, I guess, at that Bob Evans, but people are telling me that Bob Evans is a little bit too south, but we'll just meet there and then we'll go.
Okie doke. I'll see you later.
Love you. Thank you.
Love you. Bye.
2nd and 10, Purdue. We are on YouTube. We're watching the Purdue game while we're broadcasting, but it's going to be a good – David Blau is the greatest guy ever. He's one of the 5 top human beings alive, but he stinks as a quarterback. He does. He threw the ball. How far? All right, Kyle, how far was the initial interception?
He threw it about 5 yards
above
the guy's head.
And 10 yards over. Yes. And then he just threw that one to us. Where's his game at? Where's the Foster Brooks Franklin American Mortgage Music City? So it's in Nashville if it's Music City. Purdue needs to run the ball and not try to win, just to try not lose by 80. Man, ball back, fires it. First down, nice pass, caught by the big white guy, number 89. And the big white guy points, Hopkins, not DeAndre Hopkins. You remember DeAndre Hopkins is the mad crapper. Telling you, the game of the day is next. You're going to win so much money. West Virginia, Syracuse, bet the under. 68 is the number. Or if by the time I am off of this, I'm doing a Donald Trump thing here. I'm going like this. I've got that. Oh, that's a racist sign, I think. I'm sorry. I apologize for making the okay sign. I'm like I got to do it with the middle finger, maybe, whatever. Guy will have, Rondale Moore, a jet sweep. He's at the 10. He's inside the 5, the 3, the 2, touchdown! Boiler up, a boiler up, a boiler up, boiler up, boiler up, above, boiler up, a boiler. I don't even know the words. What the hell is a Purdue fight song? If you're going to say the Purdue fight song, then you got to say it like this. Bear down, Purdue Boilermakers. There it is. That's it? What are the words? All right, a prize to anybody that calls in and can sing the words to the Purdue fight song. Be the next caller. I'm not going 10th caller. Hell, we don't think anybody's listening to this. You call in, I'll send you a prize. I don't know what the prize is going to be, and don't at me about it, but I'll send you a prize. 21-7, it's defense optional here in the Motor City Music Bowl, Franklin American Funds. And we don't even care if you have a bad voice. Snap is down. Let's say snap is down, hold is down, kick is up. 21-7, Auburn over Purdue. We got 28 points in the first half. Relax, people. He should have stayed. Got a lot of football left. A stop, a bucket, a stop, and a bucket, and we're all tied. Nick Boza and Urban Meyer Nick Bosa and Urban Meyer hugged. How about this stat? James Harden. I can't stand watching James Harden play. 388 points in his last 10 games. That's the most over a 10-game stretch since Kobe dropped 396 in 07. I mean, honest to God. Dick Vitale's putting stuff out. Dickie V, don't worry about it. You're in the Hall of Fame. You already kissed everybody's ass. Man. Who cares? Who's singing the fight song? We'll send him a prize. Who you pick? All right. Tom.
Yes, I have Purdue coming back through superior cardio winning this game.
Really? Superior cardio.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think they're going to come back in the second half. The other thing is, at the risk of not getting my prize, a backhanded compliment through this question, how did you get that wife of yours?
Oh, I'm pretty. Hey, look.
I hope you know, dog. Not that you're terrible, but come on.
I'm not a good-looking man, but I have a wonderful tongue.
Oh, nice.
Goodbye. What? What? Leo, confirm? What? Come on. Hey, Richie. What do you say, Rich? How are you?
Hey, I'm good, but, I'm a professional, so if I'm going to sing this fight song, I need you to sweeten the pot a little bit.
I got a prize. It's not going to be a great prize either. But you got an unbelievable voice.
Yeah, okay. The singing voice isn't too good, though.
All right, hold on. Play the music. Ready? Go.
Hail, hail to old Purdue, all hail to our old golden black. Hail, hail to old Purdue, our friendship may you never lack. Ever faithful, ever true. I can't remember the rest. I went to IU.
Did you really?
Yeah, I played football at IU.
And you knew the Purdue song?
Yeah, we had to actually learn it at Songfest, CYO, 1964. All the fight songs of all the teams in Indiana. We had 7,000 Catholic kids sing at Butler Fieldhouse.
Seriously?
Seriously.
So you had to learn Purdue, you had to learn Butler, you didn't have to learn Notre
Purdue,
Dame?
Notre Dame, and IU.
Oh, okay.
Purdue,
I was going to say, there's a deep pass. Hold on. Wide open receiver, runs past the Boilermakers, touchdown, Auburn, 28-7. Rich, hang on. We're going to get your address. We're going to send you a prize. Jeez. Right. SEC speed. SEC speed. Holy hell. Jeez. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. The SEC speed. Man. Should have stayed. Should have gone. Hey, Dan, Purdue better not tear up the track or the grass at Nissan and cause the Colts to play on a slow track. Get mad at me, Purdue fans. I'm just having a little fun with you, but it's ridiculous. This dude runs right by him, and this quarterback put it right on the cash. But I'm telling you, how far was he open? Like when you score on an 80-yard touchdown pass and nobody's even in the picture, you're too damn slow. And I should have known. Gus Malzahn wants this bad. Gus Malzahn, he's saying, hey, you're the hot quarterback, Brom. Purdue paying a lot of money. I mean, a lot of money. Ooh. A lot of money for Jeff Brom to get his ass kicked by good teams. Wow. We're going to continue talking. I want your picks. Who do you have? And the only pick I really care about this weekend, I care about I do care about the college football because I love the college football. But I do want to know who you're picking. Are you picking the Colts? And if you're picking the Colts, why? 317-239-1070. I'm picking the Colts, and I'm picking the Colts to win by double digits. See, my man here, Kyle Hughes, says, man, you got to take the Titans in the 3. Not I. Not I. I do not take the Titans in 3. Wait a second. They're showing highlights of Rondale Moore and Purdue. Purdue is getting its ass kicked. Hey, Dan, do you have any memories or stories from the coaching staff recruited Benji Wilson? I just watched a documentary. And did any other Motown acts play at your father's lounge? No, I don't think they did. I don't know. I was too young to really remember. I remember the Jackson 5. Benji Wilson, I remember going to dinner with Benji Wilson. He was a great dude. Yeah, you can't get outside against these guys. What are you doing? He was a great dude. And I went to dinner with him at Jeremiah Sweeney's. Okay, now Purdue football is going to lose 112-28. Where's that bald-headed defensive coach that yells and screams all the time? Holt. Where's he at? We haven't seen a picture of him. He's yelling. He's screaming. He had to go with Braum to what's it called? All right, Purdue got 4 yards. Jeez, this is an ass kicking. All right, we need a touchdown, a stop, a touchdown, a stop, and a touchdown. That's it. Just need a couple stops. But we need a touchdown first, 28-7. We'll be back. I'll tell you who's going to win, Colts or Titans.
America's favorite auto show is back. The Indy Auto Show, going on now. Buy your tickets now at IndyAutoShow.com.
And with admission just $7 and kids under 12 free with paid adult, the Indy Auto Show is great, affordable family fun.
Find the new vehicles you've been thinking about. Compare them to others all in one place at the Indy Auto Show, downtown at the Convention Center.
Going on this week.
Over 400,000 square feet filled with hundreds of cars,
trucks,
SUVs,
hybrids,
and more.
And with admission just $7.
And kids under 12 free with paid adult. It's a great time.
Going on this week at the Convention Center for the Indy Auto Show.
Brought to you by the Indianapolis Auto Trade Association. It's America's favorite, the new car show, the Indy Auto Show.
Going on this week at the Convention Center.
Don't miss the fun at the Indy Auto Show. Going on now.
It's fun for the whole family.
Buy your tickets now at IndyAutoShow.com.
Hey, what better gift to give yourself this holiday season than the gift of vision? Dan Dockett here. I've been telling you about my life-changing LASIK experience with 2020 Institute. It was safe, it was painless, and it worked. 2020 Institute is a local company with a highly experienced local surgeon, Dr. Zeh. Get in for your complimentary consultation and have your procedure before December 31st for $700 off and get a $100 gift card from Visa. Book now, 2020indy.com. That's 2020indy.com.
At PAI Medical Group, you don't have to settle for a one-size-fits-all solution, do you, Darren?
That's right, JMV. We have every proven medical solution to restore your hair.
Hey, it's JMV here. Darren Andrews is with me from PAI Medical Group. Darren, hey, tell everybody about why PAI's customized treatment plan is so important.
Everyone's hair loss is different. Some guys have hair loss in the crown area, some in the temples, some throughout the top of the head. So the solution should be customized to your needs. That will give you the results you want. PAI can do that because we have the Artis Robotic FUE, multi-unit hair grafting, and PRP. Each solution addresses specific needs and results.
And PAI is only one of 2 companies in the entire United States to offer all those solutions. So don't settle for anyone else. Get the best solution and great results like I have. 888-724-5129. WeGrowHairIndy.com for that free evaluation today, or go to my VIP page to see my progress. 888-724-5129. or WeGrowHairIndy.com today. Results guaranteed.
Don't miss Beck Toyota's New Year's Day sale. Beck will buy your gas for a year with any new or used vehicle purchase. Beck Toyota's New Year's sale starts this Saturday, December 29th at 9 a.m. and ends Tuesday, January 1st. Combine the gas for a year with huge discounts, great Toyota rebates, low APR specials, and awesome leases. Beck has a great selection with over 500 vehicles available. Don't miss Beck Toyota's New Year's sale. Go places with your new Toyota from Beck Toyota.
At AutoZone, helping you get more done is what we do best. Like with the AutoZone Rewards program. You'll earn a $20 reward every time you spend $20 or more 5 times. And right now, get 5 quarts of Valvoline Advanced Synthetic or full synthetic high mileage motor oil and an STP extended life oil filter for $22.99 after a $7 AutoZone gift card by mail. Upgrade to a K&N filter for $3 more. Visit any of our 5,600 locations nationwide and let us do more for you. See terms at AutoZone.com/rewards. Restrictions and details in store.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Imagine your dream carpet installed for free. The Home Depot offers all-inclusive installation on minimum purchases of $699. That's removal of your old carpet, basic furniture moving, and stairs, so the dream carpet you want comes at the price you were expecting. Free carpet installation that's actually free. The Home Depot. More saving. More doing. Valid only on showroom carpet price $1 or more per square foot. Specialty items may be priced separately. License numbers available at homedepot.com/license numbers.
Dan Dockich here. Thanks to KeyBank, the official banking home of the Indiana Pacers, we can keep making financial progress here and, of course, keep growing basketball here. KeyBank, use the red key, and remember, KeyBank is a member of the FDIC.
Looking for the latest updates about the Indianapolis Colts? Then Kevin's got you covered. Check out Kevin's Corner at 1070thefan.com. The latest Colts news brought to you by Great Clips.
There's never an excuse for missing anything on the Fan. 1070 The Fan on connected devices and smart speakers. 1070thefan.com. 1070 The Fan app on iTunes and the Google Play Store. For a full list, go to 1070thefan.com/listen. Plus, you can listen to all the shows by subscribing to the podcast. Take us anywhere and everywhere you go. FM 107.5 and 1070 The Fan. Your home for indie sports. Dan Dockich, weekdays noon till 3 on FM 107.5 and 1070 The Fan.
All right. Hey, Dan, Earnhardt's granddaughter, Carsey Eldridge, attends IUPUI and is racing in the Chili Bowl. Good for them. Another overrated Earnhardt. That's what we need. That's what we need around here. Hey, Dan, it's important to note that you continue to act and react very much like your old coach, the man you've publicly chastised and said you hate. Robert Montgomery Knight, a coincidence? Far from it. Make sure you reverse your Indiana shirt to the Notre Dame football side tomorrow. Okay, that's fine. I haven't seen Bob Knight in 30 years, but I get it. That's all you got to criticize me. I get it. I understand. Coach Knight's in town. I mean, he must be signing autographs down in Muncie. He must be signing clipboards. All right, I was going to do a segment on this today. Brandon Hale, I'm sorry, my boiler blood. And look, he should have. He knew he should have. He made a mistake. You guys, you paid him $1 bazillion because he won one game. What can I tell you? I mean, look, I'm not here to be anybody else but myself. You guys are ready to get rid of him after the Minnesota game, and then if he doesn't win the Indiana game, y'all don't want Brom, so stop it. I get the reactions. Guys get all mad. Brom knows he doesn't have enough. I'm not Greg Doyle or Kravitz. Like, I'm not those two clowns where they're wrong and then they make excuses. Doyle did it in today's paper. Okay, here comes another dumbass trick play. Okay, gained one. When I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I don't make up like, well, nobody knew or Jimmy Irsay changed his mind. No, I'm wrong. I can tell you what happened in the whole Brom thing. But, hey, it doesn't distract from the fact that I'm wrong, just like Doyle was completely wrong. He's trying to today. That's why you guys respect me. Daryl, what do you got? Thanks for calling. Jeez. It's important to note that you continue to act and react. Larry, what the hell? Jeez.
It's all about the paycheck, Dan. You know that.
I know. What's going on?
Hey, you know me. I bet on a few football games in my day.
Yeah.
And I'm taking the Colts and the under on Sunday.
Really?
And I'm going to tell you why the Colts win. They got to go out and go no huddle. If they get the ball first, just go right down the field and score. Because I think Tennessee thinks they're going to come out and run the ball. If they go no huddle right away, because Tennessee is weak against the pass, which, we know that from, the last couple of games we played against them. And I think if they go down and choke them right away, Tennessee's going to give up.
There you go. All right. I don't see anybody giving up in this game, Daryl. I would have to argue that. Appreciate your phone call. I don't see anybody giving up in a winner take all day. I don't. Hey, Dan, this is from Dave. I love my Colts will be playing on grass be an issue. Night game, body clock issues, none of it. None of it. These guys know how to play at night. It's not their first time playing at night. Playing on grass, now I'm guessing the grass is going to be a little tore up. I would think. I think the grass, they're playing right now. What's today? Today's Friday at 1 o'clock. They got 48 hours, right? Got 50 hours, 55 hours maybe. I don't know. The grass is going to be a little tore up, I would think. I mean, you got all these big guys playing. Now, Auburn apparently isn't going to tear it up, at least offensively, because they just throw the damn ball deep and score against Purdue, and Purdue's falling down. Brom has the best job in college football. $5 million to go 6-7 and still celebrated by the fan base. We do get this a lot. We do get this a bunch. Now we do. I mean, you can get mad at me all you want, but that is. He maybe shouldn't have gone to Purdue or Louisville because he's going to go 6-7. I hope he wins. I want him to win. The Colts, to me, are going to beat the Titans, and they're going to beat them by double digits. And I think you're going to be able – I don't disagree with Darryl about playing a little quicker, playing a little faster. Look, I don't think it matters who – you'd like to get the lead, don't get me wrong. But I'm not going to sit here and say, well, the Colts have got to jump out on them. You got to jump out on it. I don't know that that's the Colts have won games basically – by playing okay, getting up, getting down, then getting up and needing to make a stop and getting the stop. This is really reminiscent of the Peyton Manning years, at least when I was doing the radio show, and I've been doing this for 10 years. When I've been doing this radio show, that's how Peyton Manning and them won a ton of games. It was like Peyton would get up, the other team would get up, Peyton would score usually before half, either be up a little bit or down a little bit. The other team would take the lead. Peyton would come back and score, get the lead. The defense would get a stop. Colts would win. Now, a lot went on in between all that, but you get the point. And that's kind of how I see this game going. I see the Colts up maybe, 7, 8 point. They get a stop, get a bucket. Next thing you know, they're up 11-14 and they win. Now, Mike Vrabel, who's done a really good job as the coach of the Tennessee Titans, says they'll do a little extra work with Mariota and some other guys tomorrow to get a better gauge on where they are. That, to me, means I would think that they're going to play. Mariota, anyway, is going to play. I would think. I mean, if we're going to do extra work, that means we should be able to do work. Throw the ball, son. Purdue gets 3 yards on their passing plays, and the other team gets, 80. And Blau gets rid of the ball late. Hey, Dan, you got to understand that he's doing it with a roster full of guys that won like 4 games in the 3 years prior. Hey, that's great, Rollin_Fatty. Arguably the greatest Twitter name ever, ROLLIN_Fatty. That's awesome. You're right, he is, and I ain't mad at him, but they're so far away that eventually, all right, we're throwing jump passes. We are another yard short. We're going to have to go for it on 4th down. We're a yard short. You might as well go. You just went for it. Every down, every series is 4-down territory with Purdue. All right, tonight, the Pistons. You know what's scary about the Pistons? And Brian said it. I'll tell you exactly what's scary about the Pistons. Andre Drummond. Look, when I was a kid, Chris Spire used to kill the Cubs. Now, Chris Spire's average, like as an NBA or as a Major League Baseball guy, was like, 240, that kind of stuff. But I swear to God, every time I watch the Giants and the Cubs, Chris Spire, boy, not even close. It'll be 35-7 here in a minute. Chris Spire used to kill the Cubs. Used to kill them. Well, that's Andre Drummond. Andre Drummond is a really good player. Andre Drummond it's so funny, was a bad college player. Bad. Ends up being a first-round pick, right? He ends up being a first-round pick because of potential. And he's great. Like, he's really good. Like, let me go through his last few games. On the 26th, he went for 16 and 11. 4 assists. Then he goes for 13 and 15, 17 and 16. But he just double those when he plays here. Yep, there's a little reverse. Hey, Purdue played defense. Some third-team All-Mick linebacker got in there on some crazy – I don't know why. Why are you running reverses if you're Auburn? Why aren't you just saying, everybody go deep, I'll throw it to you? You know what Andre Drummond's making this year? Andre Drummond's making $25.43 million. $25 million. Andre Drummond can't make a basket from outside 3 feet. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. 30. He's at the 20. He ran right by everybody. Holy hell. A little swing pass. 35-7. That is unbelievable. Oh, my God. Holy hell. Listen to this guy, Chad. Dan, I'm a Boiler fan. Love your show. But if this was ESPN, I would have to give you a come on, man. Purdue hit a home run with Jeff Brom. Okay. Look at what he has coming this year. Yeah, he's got it coming, man. They're down 34-7. They're down 34-7. Wow. D should have gone. Oh, my God. Look what he has coming, yeah. Hey, let me ask you something, Chad Van. Who ranks the rankers? Let me just ask, who ranks the rankers? Dan, Purdue smokes Ohio State with a week preparation, is now getting smoked by Auburn with several weeks. Difference between the SEC in a nutshell. Oh, I mean, that's an ass kicking. That's too bad. I was rooting for, well, I bet on Purdue. My poll, I got Purdue. Everybody else has Auburn. I was dumb enough. Teddy Greenstein and I earlier today in the show were talking about it. But back to what's important, and what's important is the Colts. I am dressing up in Colts attire. I'm dressing up in Colts gear. Oh, come on, Funky. Can I read this email? I don't know if I can read this. Listen to this. I'm getting a lot of this from you guys. This isn't the only one I'm getting. Yeah, John's one of them. The only people that two producers and Jay and John, they don't like me. It's good. Hey, Dan, I agree with him, but I hate rooting for the under. It stinks. I agree. You can't root for the under. Hey, Dan, Auburn going to have damn near 50 at the half. Brom got it made. 9th highest paid coach in college to win 7 games. Hey, Brom not going to win 7 this year, is he? 9th highest paid. Hey, Dan, once again, this station is concentrating on a mediocre football team playing in the Medias Bowl, but we have Notre Dame playing for a national championship. Zero coverage. Zero coverage. I just had Teddy Greenstein on. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Ian Miller? Just had Teddy Greenstein on for a whole segment about Notre Dame football. I did 2 segments on ND football. What are you talking about? Are you nuts? Love ND. I'm picking ND to win. Don't take any of my bets because I like Purdue to win this, and Purdue's going to win by 710. Greatest job ever, Purdue football coach. I got to read this. I'm going to read some of this. While they're getting beat 35-7, and it's not even that close. It's not even that close. This is why it's the greatest job ever. No, I don't even. Hey, look, Bob Knight getting beat after the next year after a national championship. I mean, honest to God, he would have been killed after his 3rd national in 1988. This is the most embarrassing performance. It is the most embarrassing Big Ten performance ever. Ever. And Purdue fans are defending him. And Purdue, hey, I'm telling you, 317-239-1070. It is literally, hey, I'm just telling you. I mean, I'm serious. 35-7 with 13 minutes to go. in the second quarter. And Purdue fans are defending that. Well, hey, Kyle, serious business, serious question. Get on the mic. How many plays do you think Auburn has run? 8? 5 touchdowns. 2 in that series.
13 or 14 would be my guess.
Yeah. Wow. Honest to God. Yeah, you got to look that up. Honest to God. It's the most embarrassing Big Ten performance ever. Auburn has 35. How many plays?
Auburn has run 17 plays.
Honest to God. Braum for president. Braum's agent for president. Wow. Oh, my God. Getting paid, was he paid $5 million? $5 million. Many other, yes. Yes. Dan, I love hearing the Music Bowl and the play-by-play. Thank you, JR. JR brought his girls in here, man. JR brought his girls' softball team. Bring them up to Lee's camp, man. They'll have a blast. All right, we'll come back. I got a couple people on the line. We'll get to you with predictions. I'm telling you, it's going to be the Colts like 20, like 35, 24, 28, 17, something like that. Colts are winning by double digits. Purdue better be happy to lose by double digits.
Holidays are all about spending time with your families. Tom Roush Mazda in Westfield is a family business. Okay, so what? Well, in their family, as it is with yours, the last name is way more important than their first because it represents the folks who worked hard to get the Roush name where they are today. They want to invite you into Tom Roush Mazda this holiday season to spend time with their family.
Hi, Jeff Roush for Tom Roush Mazda, and I picked out a deal or two that will be sure to catch someone's eye in your family.
Like the 2018 Mazda CX-5, 2.39% for 60 months, or lease for $225 per month. The 2018 Mazda CX-9, 1.9% for 60 months, or lease for only $335 a month. All vehicles only $24.99 due at signing plus tax, title, and documentation and first payment.
Drop by at TomRoushMazda.com or come see us in Westfield on David Brown Drive at 169th and 31 in Westfield. The Pussycat on Price.
Hey guys, good news. The outrageously expensive little blue pill is now generic, which means you can get the prescription medication to treat ED at affordable prices. And Hims makes it extra affordable. Right now, get your first month supply for free. All you pay is just $5 for your medical consultation when you go to forhims.com/extra. After that, it's just $30 for a month's supply. Sure beats paying big bucks for just one blue pill, doesn't it? Plus, you won't need an awkward in-person doctor's appointment to get the prescription. Hims has doctors online who can prescribe the medication, and a pharmacy sends it right to your door. It's affordable, private, and incredibly easy. Nobody likes dealing with ED. Now, thanks to Hims, nobody has to. And that's really good news. To get your first order for just $5, you need to go to this exclusive address, forhims.com/extra. That's forhims.com/extra for your first month for just $5. forhims.com/extra.
Hi, this is David with Family Heating and Air Conditioning. We want to wish you a happy holiday season and remind you to change your filters.
And I'm Marcus with Family Heating and Air Conditioning. And along with changing your filters, make sure that you're having your system professionally checked for safety and efficiency.
We hope that you take advantage of our low-cost service maintenance program to keep your family safe and warm this winter. And remember, the best contractors use the best equipment.
Nobody treats you like family. Please call us at 317-577-8077.
Family Heating and Air Conditioning is your trusted local independent American Standard heating and air conditioning dealer.
Hubler has it, savings. Hubler has it, choices. Hubler has it all.
Hey, Brooke Hubler here with Dan Dockich, and this is the season of giving.
You know it.
So at Hubler Chevrolet, we're giving everyone a 10-year, 200,000-mile warranty.
That's a warranty so huge you can drive around the world 8 times and still be covered.
And right now, get employee pricing on new Chevys, like a new 18 Silverado, just $179 a month. A new 18 Cruise, only $159 a month. Even a new 18 Trax, just $149 a month.
Hubler is Indiana's Chevy giant because they're home to the largest selection of Chevys in all of Indiana.
Hubler has it all at 5 Hubler Chevy locations. Let my family help yours find new roads. Call us at 888-221-5101 or click drivehublerchevy.com.
24-month lease up to $3,549 down plus applicable GMS lease loyalty and other incentives. $0 security deposit with Tier 1 approved credit. All rebates and incentives to dealer 10K miles per year, 25 cents per mile thereafter, plus tax, title, and fees. See dealer for details.
The sub-above difference is substantial. After all, the Giant got its name for a reason. It ain't little. Jersey Mike's. Be a sub-above.
It's the morning after featuring Jeff Saturday. Everything you need to know about the Colts game the day before. Only on FM 107.5 at 1070 The Fan. Dan Dockich, weekdays noon till 3 on FM 107.5 at 1070 The Fan.
Kyle answered a few phones. I literally turned my head to check a text from Lee, and an interception returned for a touchdown. It's 42-7. Now listen to this. Purdue's getting their ass beat. 12 minutes and 29 seconds to go in the second quarter. Hey, Philip, you DVR'd this game?
Yes. And you're ruining it for me.
Hey, no, I'm not ruining it for you. Your boys are ruining it for you. I assume you are you an Auburn fan?
I listened to it on the radio if I wasn't wanted to.
Well, I'm saving you a lot of time because it's 42-7, and we're tracking here to get the now it's not a quest for 100, it's a quest for 200.
You took the under?
I took Purdue. You're breaking up on me. I appreciate you breaking up on me. I gotta let you go. Ashley Bolton says, man, I thought Purdue would compete, but Auburn's ready to play. Yeah, I turned my head. You and I turned our heads. Oh, man. They have still run 17 plays, and now they still Auburn has run 17 plays. Oh, my God. Seriously, if you can't laugh at this, I mean, how did Indiana lose? How far away is Indiana? Serious business. I mean, how far away is IU? I mean, IU couldn't beat these guys. I'm sorry, Purdue fans. What do you want me to tell you? If you're not going to laugh at it, I don't know what to tell you. Hey, D, what do you got?
Hey, what's going on? Love the show as usual.
Thank you.
I want to go back to the last few calls I had. A couple times I spoke to you and asked what the defense would do against premier running backs on the end of our schedule. But I agree with you. I believe that Derrick Henry is just a different monster. If we can actually keep this guy at 110, I still think we'll win by 10 plus points.
I agree. Hey, D, let me. Here's something to watch. Seriously.
Okay.
Here's something to watch. You got to watch. You got to tackle him low because he'll stiff arm you into oblivion.
Oh my God! It's so like LaDainian Tomlinson, like, but stronger. Like, it's crazy.
Yes.
I can't even imagine trying to tackle that guy. But one thing I do want to say, I love the fact that our local media is really on our back for the Colts. They really are, because when you watch ESPN, man, they are dogging us, man. They're not giving us a chance. And it's crazy.
It is crazy.
Like we didn't come back or something, but that's okay. You mark my word. The Jacksonville Jaguars is going to end up upsetting the Houston Texans. We're going to win the division. Watch this.
I'm with you.
I'm going to talk to you Monday.
I'm with you. All right, call me Monday, D. I'm with you on that. I don't disagree with that. All right, we're 4th and 1 again. Oh, no, we're punting. Oh, boy. And the punt went the other way. Oh, my God. I appreciate everybody watching. I do on YouTube. I'm sorry if I'm making you mad, but come on, man. You got to if anybody actually thinks, anybody want to talk about the Colts game? Yeah, I've been talking about it all game. If anybody really thinks Ohio State belonged in, you're nuts. Now I'm worried about my Ohio State bet. A lot of high school hoops being played. I like the Colts by double figures. I'm sorry, I do. And you know what? I do. I love it. I absolutely love the Colts in this game. I think they're going to handle Henry. I think Mariota is the first time Marcus Mariota is playing against what I consider to be an organized defense. Honest to God, a completely organized defense. Like a defense that understands what Coach Venturi's been talking about, squeezing the pocket, not letting Mariota get out, and making damn sure you handle Henry. Hey, look, can you name me 3 wide receivers on the Titans? It's hard. I mean, they really don't have guys. There's no Odell Beckham there. Even Shepard. Shepard was really good. I'm sorry, I lied. 18 plays and 42 points. Coach Knight is in town, and one of the things that I saw yesterday, like I was going to do a segment. On things that you didn't like or made fun of that eventually you become. Like Coach Knight always used to make fun of people riding in carts through airports. Well, that fat ass can't, blah, 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 right? Okay, that's great. So he used to do, well, now yesterday Eddie White sent me a tape and sent me an email or a picture of Coach Knight riding through the Indy airport on a cart. So my thing was, I'm going to end up with a grass allergy because a fat friend of mine named Andy Atar had a grass allergy. And I'm like, how do you get it? He was a friend, so you could say anything you wanted to him. So like Knight ends up on a cart. Like a friend of mine said, yeah, I'm going to be a fat old bald guy because I used to make fun of, I am already. Steve, what do you got real quick?
Hey, Dan, nice show.
I know.
Hey, I like the Colts, man. I think we got momentum, and I just think it's our game, man. I don't know. I think we got momentum. I think we're the better team overall, and I just think we're going to win. Also, I wanted to tell you, thanks for giving me advice on taking the bet at 7.5 wins this year when I was in Vegas. So I got my ticket in, man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We moving on up. It's awesome.
I wish I would have made the bet for the AFC title game, but I didn't want to bite off more than I can chew, man.
I know, right? That's kind of how, when they go well, you say, oh, geez, wide open. Appreciate your phone call. When you win, you're like, I wish I'd have done more, right? Or I wish I'd have done that. I get it. But that's all right. It's all good. We made money on the 6.5 and 7.5. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Colts fan or a Purdue fan. We are defending him because we saw this game coming. We're lacking in our talent, and our best defensive lineman is not playing. Okay. Good for you, man. You're the only team in college football that doesn't have their lineman playing or that has an injury. All right. Andrew's like, hey, Dad, I thought you liked Boiler football. I do, but they're down. Hey, look, if you can't make fun of, and the coach is still screaming, if you can't make fun of somebody down 42-7 with 8.5 minutes to go, I don't know what the hell to tell you. Man. All right, Purdue maybe got almost a stop. There you go. All right, Colts are going to win by double figures. We're going to talk about it Monday. John is going to be here talking about it next. Have a great, great afternoon, everybody. I will talk to you before the new year, or else I would say Happy New Year. Have a great afternoon. John's next.
The Ride with JMP.
I'm struggling right now to remember a time when I've been more excited about a defensive player and watching him every week as a